selling pussy. Ain't got a real. No, I'm selling pussy. Ain't got a real. No, I'm selling pussy. I'm selling pussy. I'm selling pussy. Ain't got a real. They say I do too much. I don't do enough. They say I make their head hurt. It don't hurt enough. They say I'm putting on. I say I'm taking off. Ain't got a rap. I fuck your boss. Face down, ass up, and that's the move. I'm doing what he like. Okay, cool. I'm going hard. I never ran from a bitch hoe. Dumb hard, and I never suck a dick though. He say he got a girlfriend and he respect the bitch. Long as a nigga cut the check, I respect the shit. I do. Ruger 9 in the Louis shit, I don't play. I heard the nigga getting money, I want one to say. Well, he got pound fare, and you got brick fare. Well, shit, I'm selling pussy, so who got click fare? He got it in my seats, so don't sit there. That's my nigga, I let him hit bear. But you can scrap it up for a little check. Fuck your girlfriend with much disrespect. If she was all that, then you wouldn't be cheating. If my pussy wasn't good, then you wouldn't be eating. I'm selling pussy, ain't got a real. No, I'm selling pussy, ain't got a real. No, I'm selling pussy, I'm selling pussy, I'm selling pussy, ain't got a real. They say I do too much. I don't do enough. They say I make their head hurt. It don't hurt enough. They say I'm putting on. I say I'm taking off. Ain't got a rap. I fuck your boss.
I'm a rapper, I ain't got a rap, I'm selling pussy. Get your cash up, nigga, while you around here jugging. Pussy good, stay wet, can't you tell it juicy? Got your head fucked up, now you telling Lucy. Now your bitch mad, but I don't blame her though. She see some badass bitches, she's a jealous hoe. But I shall cut the check, she can get it too. Pussy sweat, now she thirsty, thinking cash flow. You can do whatever, pull my hair some. They say I do too much, head game, whatever, huh? You better ask about me, plus you can taste it too. That's an extra fee, I'm screaming revenue. I bet you tell a friend, plus he can get it too. Long as that cash right, I fuck the smash crew. Well, I fuck the smash crew. Long as that cash right, I even fuck your daddy too.
I'm selling pussy, ain't got a real. No, I'm selling pussy, ain't got a real. No, I'm selling pussy, I'm selling pussy, I'm selling pussy, ain't got a real. They say I do too much. I don't do enough. They say I make their head hurt. It don't hurt enough. They say I'm putting on. I say I'm taking off. Ain't got a rap. I fuck your boss.
I'm a boss bitch, I got it, and I'm freaky too. If the price is right, then I'll come on you. I will. The way I'm flushing through your city, thought you fucking knew. I'm fucking bosses, CEOs, and they misses too. I don't discriminate, cash is the motor, true. Come to check, I can't wait to get next to you. I can't. 30 bands on me, yeah, I brought my check in here. And since I'm fucking security, I brought my tech in here. Pussy selling, so I'm out here grinding, nigga. Pay what you weigh and put a zero behind it. I went up. If you ain't doing that, then you don't do enough. If you pay more than that, that mean you pay too much. He got drug dealing aim, and it's overrated too. My pussy hit harder than crack in the 80s, fool. I'm selling pussy, boo. I ain't got a rap. My trap doing numbers. This a pussy trap.
I'm selling pussy, ain't got a real. No, I'm selling pussy, ain't got a real. No, I'm selling pussy, I'm selling pussy.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. You hear me?
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church, check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest, broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church, check in, man. Church, check in. Church check-in. We back on your ass, nigga. Oh, man. Y'all been requesting this shit. It's been a long time coming. We gonna end this year off with a bang. Today, I got a special guest in the building requested by the church. Y'all been screaming the man's name in the chat room for the longest. Now we about to get down to the nitty fucking gritty. You perverts better motherfucking turn up. I got my man, Coach Greg Adams in the building. Free agent lifestyle. Let's go.
Church check in. I've been waiting to say that. Shout out to you, brother. Good to be here on your church.
Oh man,
that intro, by the way,
requesting me and you do a collab for a minute. A lot of people don't know we've been collabing for like over years on Donovan's show. Yep. A lot of those are on his Patreon. They went live and then they was on his Patreon. So a lot of people didn't know that we were working before.
Yeah, we did like what 10, 12 episodes.
Yeah. We did a few together with Donovan. Salute to Donovan Sharp.
Yep. And we talked about doing this. We met in Vegas.
Yeah, we met in Vegas. Yep. We sat down, broke bread, got to chop it up. So it's been a long time coming, man. How's everything going with you?
All good, man. You know how it is, trying to stay alive in the YouTube streets, man.
I see you pulling up with that Porsche.
Oh, man, the 911 is in full effect.
Okay, state of emergency. All right, man. You the expert, and I wanted to come up with a topic that is more fitting for you so we can really educate the streets because, I'm bringing Coach Greg Adams to the streets today. You see, I got the whole selling pussy on the intro.
We got to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Damn.
But today's topic, man, the dangers of marrying the modern woman. Wow. And I got some notes. I came prepared.
Yeah.
But hearing that statement alone, bro, what are your thoughts and what are your suggestions? I'm just the dangers, because it's dangerous at this point.
Well, the male ego has to be corrected on this. It is the men that really need to sit down and have a hard conversation with themselves. Because what men are going to do is they're going to take their situation and say, well, it's not happening to me, so it's okay, right? And so this is the biggest battle that we have in this conversation. The marital industrial complex is just too dangerous for men to enter. And as long as men continue to play this game of, well, it ain't happening to me, and all you have to do is get your game tight, and then they're watching a lot of other men lose their lives, delete themselves, go homeless, lose their kids, marry single mother. We're watching disaster after disaster after disaster. And these men aren't willing to say, all right, yeah, we need to unite and correct this. We have a problem in simp, and we're just basically dying as a culture of men by simp.
I don't think we view marriage as a business deal.
We don't.
And we came to the table, how can I say this? As men, especially black men, raised in the conditions that we're in, I think most black men come to the table as a volunteer service. Like we're viewed as like volunteer firefighters, but expect the outcome of dying and saving lives and doing everything like that. This is a volunteer firefighter that doesn't get any money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you come in with a subservient position because you're coming in as a do-gooder. I'm doing good for the community. I'm doing good for her kids. I'm doing good for my kids. I'm doing good. You're doing a service. You're volunteering, but on the back end, you can't really look at the community as a whole and say there's healthy marriages that are examples of what your marriage is going to be. So men come in with the hope strategy. They hope that it works for them, or they hope their girl loves them for them. And ultimately they find out more than not, because statistically the black woman is the least married and the most divorced at the same damn time. So you don't have the examples of these winning firefighters that go in and rescue all these people and come out and be the savior. There's too many examples of men losing, but the hope strategy keeps men coming back to the well.
We got to look at the examples that everybody thought was the move and was what was going to be how can I say
Black
that?
love.
They gave hope.
Yeah,
like
the
for
hope.
instance, we got as of lately, we got Megan Good and that pastor. He's leaving her right now.
He's divorcing her. It got so bad.
But what he tried to do. Shots for my man, Search for Uhuru, man. Hey, I gotta talk to this brother, man. I might go to Ghana, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was just in the Uber this morning, and I was talking to a brother from Ghana, and he sold me on Ghana, man. So I got my passport. I might have to go out there, man. Salute to my man, Search for Uhuru, man. But okay, we got Megan Good. She's getting left. So we got dime pieces getting left.
It's a classic beauty. She's got to be one of the timeless beauties of our time.
This is one of the chicks you can actually see her damn collarbone.
I'm telling you, she fits the mold of a classic American beauty. Forget just black women. She's in the classic beauty category. She's legit beautiful. I mean, there's not that many women like that you can say you can take a black woman and pair her up against whites, Hispanics, and she's in the top 10. I mean, it's hard to say that she's not. So she's getting dropped, although that marriage is a little bit.
But see, this is the thing though, because she was always, no,
I'm just playing.
No, but she was always like, she wasn't like he's a square. You know what I'm saying? She was partying. She lived a lifestyle. She was in the Hollywood lifestyle, and she tried to change her ways. And for a moment, I was damn near convinced, like, hey, she found the Lord, and she got that hoeing up out her system.
It don't work like that. We got tricked by Ayesha Curry. Every now and then they try to pull the okie doke on us as if there's somebody that can be a reform repackaged 304. All right,
I was completely fooled and surprised by Ayesha Curry. Now it's once she started twerking and then she started asking for like the attention online. I'm like, damn. Yeah. But now this open marriage shit, she's gone. She's gone. She's gone.
There's no coming back. But that's what happens when you get married. That's what men have to understand. The woman can do a complete 180 on you, and you're still on the hook as if you married her how she was when you married her. She could completely change, and you're still on the hook.
Yeah. And you got married women who actually get everything, get it all, like Lisa Ray, and can't keep the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man literally made you a princess.
Yeah, made you a princess of Barbados, right? Was that Barbados? You're a princess. You got everything. You got people working for you, and you still can't make that work. I don't know how men can't see this coming a mile away. There's too many examples. You got Vivica Fox. Yeah. She running around here, single. If you take it out of the hood, you got what was the girl's name? Not Uma Thurman, the other one that looked kind of like her, tall, blonde, or whatever. I can't remember, but she can't even keep no man.
They don't look at keeping a man as a skill set or priority or something you should train for. For instance, when these bitches want jobs, right? They go to school, you know what I'm saying? They assert themselves, they do the research, they make sure.
Bachelor's at 20 with a degree in communication science.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about, but go ahead.
But they make sure that they assert themselves. They do the best interviewing possible. They get their resume in order. They come dressed prepared. They put their best foot forward. And when they get the job, they train to advance within the job. But when they get a man, they kick their shoes and socks off. You know what I mean? It's like they do enough just to land the guy, and then it's the bait and switch.
Yeah, well, typically they've had to do very little to keep men. All right, men have to do all the work, right? Men come in doing all the work. We have to do the approach. We have to do the entertaining. We have to make her feel happy, make her feel good. All they have to do is keep showing up and getting the reward. But now men are challenging them just a little bit more. And even when we challenge them and give them everything that they want, they're still going, I'm not happy. All right. They end up not happy at the end of it. And it requires no tool set to work on it. They just say he needs to work on it, or I'm going to find another one. All right. She goes to find another guy, and then it starts the process over where he entertains, he supports her, he does all of that stuff up. And then when that runs out, I'm not happy. Okay. She goes and finds another guy. This is just basically where they are.
So would you say men are coming to the table undervaluing themselves and what they're doing?
Absolutely. I think men try to use women as proof that they're valuable as a man. Okay, but see, what they don't understand is women see men 4 ways. Okay, they once they see you, they measure you up. Everybody knows this. They look at your shoes or your socks and everything about you. They see if you are dusty. They figure out first that if you're useless, you're nothing to them. Most men are useless to women, but they'll find something. The next phase is that they'll go, is he useful? Is he useful? What can I get from him? Like the intro you had, the girl dancing. Okay, I can get some money from him. All right, there's something about him. He has masculine frame. He's alpha. He's useful. You go from useless or you're useful. Then they try to determine what they can get. Are you resourceful? That's different from useful, because useful is he's alpha. He can blow my back out. Now resourceful is now he can change my life. What can I do with a resourceful man? I don't have to be attracted to a resourceful man, but I can. Plentiful is the last section. He has above and beyond. That's what you were talking about with the Turks and Caicos shit. All right. Yeah. The man, now he's plentiful. Now women measure that up and they go, I'm going to go for the plentiful guy. She's not attracted to the guy. She's like that guy, Devin, the preacher, and Megan Good.
Okay.
He was plentiful, but she had no attraction to him. So she had no duty to perform. All she needed to do was show up because he was smitten with her looks. He was like, she's out of my league. So she went for the plentiful category, and she still came up with the L. And it don't matter how it works.
And you know, a woman ain't shit when men leave her. Like Halle Berry, like on the outside looking in, like Halle Berry's classic beauty. You know, men leave her. Men damn near strangle her ass. Like, why is everybody kicking her ass?
There's something to be said. You know what I mean? It's like, but see, what you have to understand is most men would leave their women if they could afford to. See, most men would leave, but we can't afford to leave because sometimes then we go, it's cheaper to keep her. Happy wife, happy life. And so we stick around and wait for her to leave. And most of the time, a smart woman is not going to leave. She's going to sit up under you and collect resources, right?
Well, most of the time they strategically got you and they strategically leave you.
That's right. So basically what I tell guys is they hand you the scissors to cut, right? And so the women don't actually leave. They actually just file the relationship up. So much so that you have to just be like, I can't take it no more. You either gonna strangle her out, you either hit her with the DDT, or you let her do something to you, like she runs off with your kids, and now you either gotta go, I gotta chase her around the family court, blah, blah, blah. Cheaper to keep her or just let her go.
So your views on marriage for a young guy, would you suggest it? I know you got a son.
Yeah.
Would you suggest it if he's like, should we be starting families with these women?
I would say if it's for love, no. Do not get married for love. It should
what do
be
you get married for?
Business. It should make sense business-wise to you.
Example of what type of business, what would you mean?
Okay, first of all, if it required him to level up, or if he had a good teammate, or if it was for his business purposes, for his corporation, and he could protect his resources, right? He's like in a corporate setting, a lot of times men will get married for that support system, and the corporation can keep him and move him around like chess and checkers. That would be the only way, and I would handle it in a business transaction. Like listen, I know we're going to get into this conversation. My dealing with women is strictly business. Now, I will incorporate pleasure, but the pleasure will be paid for. Okay, there's a price for pleasure. But every interaction I have with them is business, purely business. There's no love. There's no such thing as love. All right. So I
always told my audience, and they've been following me for years. I've always said this, and this is what I discovered about love. Love is a feeling. Yes. And it has to be continuously renewed. It's like getting high or being drunk. You know what I'm saying? It wears off and you have to renew it again. Like you could be in love with somebody, you know, and the next day you can hate them. You know what I mean? And then you'll love them all again. Like love equates with time. And that's the thing I try to tell a lot of these guys. If the chick isn't you know to your liking, don't stick in there because time and love, you know, equate with each other. And a lot of times you're gonna fuck around and fall in love with this fat chick or fall in love with this, you know what I mean? You need to get, because you start to care about people.
Right, you care, but that's not love.
Too long.
That's not love. That's just loyalty. That's you sticking by because there's some sort of loyalty there. Or
Okay.
you have a feeling. I don't think it's love. I mean, I think love, there's no really one definition of love. There's a definition that men will use and that women will use, but I think it's more of a respecting, right? You don't want to see, you invested time, you don't want to do this person wrong. But I think people are hooked on love and romance, which is based on mythology. I broke it down on the stream, how romance and porn have the same effect, but on the opposite gender. And they're both a false narrative that partners can't live up to. So people get trapped in romance, which is a lie. And they try to convince themselves that it's true and that it can be maintained. It can't be maintained, just like I can't film a porn scene or a porn scene with the woman every time we have sex. It's almost impossible to be able to live up to that expectation.
Yeah,
right?
and it's like women have the expectation of every day being Disney, you know, every day being
that's like a man being every day being porn. It's the same
rom-com. You know, life is going to be a rom-com.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
always tell women that I deal with, I can give you a rom-com moment. All right. It's easy. It's simple, but that requires about an hour and a half of my time. We can go out. We can have a good, fabulous meal. I can pick your dress out like Pretty Woman. We can go to the restaurant. We can eat. We can go singing in the rain. We can dance on the ceiling. We can do all that shit. I could twirl you in the middle of the street. I could do all that, but it ends in about an hour and a half. Then we go back to reality. Then your face should be in the pillow after I've done all of that.
See, like, we got to start dating in reality.
Right.
Because I think like a lot of guys are trying to make a woman into what they want her to be instead of accepting her for what she is. Because when they get too old, they can't be molded. A 30-year-old woman can never change. I don't care what people say. When you have to get a woman young to mold her for yourself. If you can't, then you're dealing with a person that's pretty much your competitor, you know, and that's what most of these guys are marrying. This preacher, what was his name? Devon something?
Yeah. Franklin.
He tried to change her because Megan Good was never talking about church, ever. He brought her into church, damn near made her assistant pastor. You know what I'm saying? And I think her hoish waves was, you know, still oozing out of her pores. And he could not, you know, he really lives that life. Like, he's really into that. If like, you got to think about it. This is a man leaving Megan Good. He's got to have good damn reason.
To marry her?
To leave her.
Oh, to leave her. Oh, yeah. I mean, there could be numerous. I would hate to try to speculate what the reasons are. I think I don't know, man. I'm just thinking that the relationship wasn't legit to begin with. There was a lot of questions that needed to be answered that nobody challenged them on. You know, his lifestyle might have contributed to that as well. And he got tired of sponsoring her. She hit 40, which is an epiphany stage for women. When she hits 40, she now is a different woman than she was when she was 24. Most men don't understand that. Now she lives life by different sets of rules. And she wants to experience life the way she actually has been conditioned and imprinted to condition them, right? So she's been hoeing in these streets and hoe hopping for the better part of 13, 14 years before she met Devon. Mm-hmm. She's only been married to him for 9 years. What does she know better? She know what's easier for her. She can transact relationships. And most men don't want to hear this. I'm going to drop a bomb on you. If you actually researched who your women are, the women that you're dealing with, you will find out that they've been dealing with men on a transactional level. Many of them have sold, leased, or bartered their peace leaves, all right, before they settle with you. And I think this guy did his research and he said, this is not the woman for me. Okay. But a lot of you guys are scared to ask your woman, have you ever sold, bartered, or traded your peace leave for goods and services?
Wow. Yeah,
and I guarantee you 99% of them have. Are you ready to have that conversation?
Yeah, I mean, because if you really think about how women are with finance, they're always in a jam.
Oh,
But they
always in the jam.
But they always have all of them have a pussy. You know what I'm saying? And simps have put, you know what I'm saying, the motherfucking pussy on the table. Like, they want to make it transactional. So all right, bet. So they like bet. You know what I'm saying? I could get this guy to do. He'll come paint my gutters. He'll do anything. All I gotta do is give him a whiff of the pussy or the thought that he might get some.
The thought. And so she put it on the table. And at that point, now she has traded or bartered that particular part of her life to get something from a guy. So at that point, what does that make her? I mean, you can answer the question for yourself. I'm not calling them that, but it makes them that. Cell phone bill, tires. I've known women to have tires that went out or were too flat, and then some guy bought them tires. I mean, well, I didn't have to do anything for that. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. You know why the guy bought it for you. So he believes that he can get it from you, or he believes that you are putting it on the table, or that you gave it to him in the past. They're always leveraging. How many women have you had sex with and they've leveraged that 3 years later? Yeah. Remember that time I gave you some? That is bartering. That is trading. That is leveraging vagina. Oh, can you do this for me? I gave you some pussy 3 years ago. That is a transactional relationship with women.
And you know what's so crazy? I think us as men, as a collective, we don't require shit. And the only thing we've been requiring is pussy. And that's so easy to get. Like, it's like we don't require much. And they pretty much know it. That's why they come to the table with nothing.
Well, let's go back to men. Men use women to validate themselves to other men in society. So women have to bring very little. All they have to do is show up. So we bring women along and say, hey, I got control over her, or I got dominance over her, I can pimp her out, whatever you're going to say you're doing with her. And then other men go, wow, you're such a good guy. You got that quality woman. Well, what has she done? She has done very little to get to that particular point. All right. And I think the problem is men. Men got to start challenging women. And you're afraid to because of scarcity mindset. You're afraid to lose a woman. And I get it. Some men struggle out here with women. Some men don't get it, but get a lot of it. So they're having to hold on to these pieces. But if you look at it, I always tell men, women are never going out of style. They're going to be here forever. They're going to sell when cotton and corn won't. All right. It's going to be here. So stop and relax just a little bit.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the reason that modern day men are marrying modern women with all of the BS that they bring to the table?
Scarcity. Guys think they're going to run out of time. And I think what happens is I think they might get with a girl. And listen, ladies, you're fantastic creatures. I like you in small doses. All right. I mean, just like medicine, I like you in small doses. You're necessary for a small point in my life. You're not in the grand scheme of things, is not a big deal. But I think guys have scarcity. There's a lot of guys that don't perform well with women. There's a lot of guys that are out of shape. There's a lot of young guys with nothing to leverage but time. And they leverage all of their time to get something that they perceive is for free. And so when they're out here trying to get women to like them, they're misunderstanding why the woman's with you. She's with you ultimately for resources, one or the other. And I call it meat, money and or energy and or attention and or time. That's why she's there. Now she can sway you because you're so unsuccessful with women that you'll believe anything, that you'll believe you're lucky to have her. When it's the opposite. Let's just look at the condition. You mentioned it earlier. Women are financially struggling almost all the time. I don't care how much money she makes.
Yeah.
They're always going to need to reach out for someone, a lifeline. We don't have that opportunity. And so since they have that opportunity, they no longer have to perform in other areas of their lives because they know they can have a man to bail them out. Who's the necessary one? It seems to be the man, but the man believes he's lucky to have her. Go back one more time, gentlemen. Ask your girl, has she ever sold, bartered, or traded her peace leave for any other valuable resource, money, energy, attention, or time? And I guarantee you're going to hear something that you didn't want to hear.
Yeah, that's like almost asking her how many partners she's had.
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
You don't want to know. And you don't want to know the types of partners she's had. old men, thugs, dudes in jail, narco kingpin, drug lords,
Yeah.
Apartment managers, the dude at the Verizon phone booth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole damn defensive backfield at Arizona State. You don't want to know this answer.
See, here's the thing, too. I think that a lot of these guys are afraid to voice that they're unhappy.
Most men are unhappy in relationships.
That's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about most of these guys in marriages? Are they happy?
They're not. They're not happy. The whole game of maintaining a marriage is to keep her happy. How do you have both at the same time? So men are willing to put up with a lot of toxic behavior. They're willing to put up with stress, and then they'll say, "But she loves me," or then they'll say something like, "Well, I'm getting it for free," or "She lies down for me," or "She gives me sex in the end." For a couple of fleeting fair moments, men put up with harassment, shaming, guilt, all right, stress. And then they'll back it up by saying, well, got to keep the wife happy. I don't want to make her angry. It's cheaper to keep her happy. Like all this subservient language just for a few moments of marital sex or a few moments of happy romantic time. It is the most unreasonable trade since the Herschel Walker to the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
Now,
Dallas Cowboys.
So you feel the ultimate motivation for men marrying a woman is to secure some pussy, some pieces, so that nobody else can get it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the whole principle of monogamy. I think men made that up. I think men made up monogamy.
Think so?
Yes. You would think women would have made it up, but women are naturally polyamorous, polygamous. Men are naturally willing to get in concubines. Men are naturally willing to share men that are at the top.
You said,
just look at what women are doing.
You said women are
naturally polygamous.
And they're willing to share men at the top.
At the top.
Okay.
They're doing it now. Look how many. Let's take Lil Wayne. Remember Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
And he had all of these girls that had his baby. Look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon naturally has all of these so-called models that want to have his baby. They were all pregnant at the same time. And so if they have a chance, they will in their deluded mind say, I'm the only woman in this life. But she knows that man has multiple women. She knows. Historically, monogamy is the newest concept. So this idea of monogamy, I believe men push that forward in order for them to have a shot at women.
Gotcha.
It's the fairest system. It's the fairest system for a man. It is an unfair system for women. Women don't get nothing out of monogamy. I mean, they could get you, but they don't get anything. They would actually be more beneficial if they were in a plural marriage to a higher status man.
Any benefits you can name off top, it's very minimal. But for the sake of argument, just play devil's advocate. Any benefits of a man of today being married?
Yes, but none of them benefit him directly.
Such as?
Children.
Okay.
Right. So in a two-parent household, raising children in a two-parent household has been shown to be beneficial to children. So if he does produce offspring and he can maintain that marriage, whether he's a subservient husband or he's the dominant husband, who knows how he's maintaining the marriage. But if he maintains the marriage, the children most often will have a head start in life compared to single parent raised children, male or female.
We got to talk about the male misery in marriage. And I found a clip. I saw this the other day. I was like, wow, this is finally a brother speaking out to his wife in front of people about his frustrations. And
I know what you're talking about.
And this is supposed to be the reason to get married. This man is getting deprived of sex.
Texas marriages are very common. They're very common. And I think what happens is the woman is trained naturally to leverage their peace leave all their lives, that when they get into a marriage, they never leave that. They never
stop leveraging.
They never stop leveraging it. They be like, I'm married now, but I'll still leverage it. What? You're like, but I married you. You can take it off the table now, but they still put it on the table.
Like, take me to dinner or it's no ass for you.
And you're like, what? We're married. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I got to continue to jump through hoops and hurdles. I think married men have done marriage a disservice more than these miserable wives.
Let's take a look, bro. Hold on. Let me shout out Omni Rona, coach gang member here. Fellas, listen to the coach. His philosophy has changed my life. I'm making money, in shape, and deal with women on my own terms. Salute to bro. All right, we about to break down and show you male misery in marriage of today in the modern world. Let's go.
Like, this is the kind of shit I'm going through at 36 years old. 36. I'm about to be 37 in like a week. And I'm going, my wife can't even come in the room and say, nigga, I want to fuck you, make love to you, fuck me. She can't do it. She is not capable.
But
So,
maybe that's what she was saying at
this
some
is-
certain factors, though.
This is what he wants. He wants me to talk it out as far as saying, like, just like you just said. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? Since he ever known me, he know I've never did that. Right?
Cap, that's the new word.
Okay, he wants his wife to kick it up a notch. Bad enough you are married to a refrigerator at this point.
Big old wide, the Kool-Aid picture.
You know what I'm saying? You look like a picture of Kool-Aid.
Yep.
And you like, do a little something. Do some tricks. Put some grease on or something. Say something. But this is that get it over with sex he's having with her.
This is why monogamy doesn't work. It doesn't work for the woman, and it doesn't work really for the man. She wants to do only what she wants to do. She has no idea that she wants to please. The guy wants her to do a certain role. He wants her to be a freak in the sheets, right? But not in the streets. That's why he married her. But she's unwilling to do so and willing to meet him halfway. So she says, I'm not going to do it. Marriage over.
Yeah. Let's see what else she got to say. And then she's still explaining it. Like everything is still on her terms. You know what I mean? Like, she's making it seem like he's wrong for wanting that. And then they get mad when you go get it elsewhere.
That's eventually what's going to happen. He's going to have to go get it elsewhere. And this is why he's in a no-win situation. He got married to her knowing the rules. You should have known the rules, guys. Once you cheat on her, now she has reason to divorce you and take all your stuff.
God, this is almost like jail or being kidnapped against
I
your
don't know.
own
Have
will.
you been married or have you been married? You haven't been married before, right?
No, I haven't been married.
It is a prison. I mean, you basically imprison yourself. I mean, there's no other way to do it. You basically set yourself up with traps and bars, and you box yourself in, and you basically say everything you do, they say you can't do that. Like, if you're married and you see a piece of ass walk by and you be like,
you can't look at it.
Oh, what are you doing? You're married. You can't look at it. And you're like, what? I still have eyes. I'm not blind. I can look at ass. But everybody in society will put their constraints, their own personal marital constraints onto you.
Let's go.
Out.
I hate that word so much, bro.
I do too, but goddamn it applies.
So I don't that's not something on a normal basis that I do, right? I don't sit there and say all these words that he want me to say. And so the stuff
Any man wants you to say.
And
But he did. Like, I think that at the end, we all got some stuff to do when we get settled tonight. I think that he wants you to communicate how he wants you to be like, baby, whip your dick out. Whip it out.
Hey,
just whip it out.
I'll pull out every 2 inches of this motherfucker.
And if he say,
every 2 inches, I'll pull it out. I swear I will.
Whip it out. But then, there's going to be days where she's not going to say, whip it out. You just need to be like,
and I need to.
You need to just
right.
Flip over, baby. Let me massage you.
See, and this is that simp compromise. You know what I'm saying? She'll do it one time, like, okay, we're on good terms, and then she'll go back to being a prude again. Like, exactly. that would suck to be married to a prude.
Try to negotiate sex with your wife. I mean, you're done. I mean, you're done. So so he's gonna do that. She's gonna do that for him one time, and 60 times he's gonna have to do what? The romance.
Yeah.
Before she comes back to tell him he's done. He's gonna cheat on her, by the way, or he already has.
I mean, I would cheat on her too, as big as she is, and the problems that she's giving me.
Well, later on in this interview, she's gonna say something that is gonna bring it all home for us to understand. Remember, guys, you got to ask those tough questions. She's gonna admit a couple of things that she's now, because she's coming off as a prude. But remember, there are no prudes, gentlemen. She's playing the prude role to secure the wife in the marriage. But now she knows she's in the driver's seat in the marriage. She no longer has to please him. She's in the driver's seat. Watch, you'll see it later. She'll bring it up.
All right.
I don't expect that, bro.
That's a problem.
Nah.
That's a problem.
That's movie shit. I'm sorry. That's movie shit. People saying baby, nah, I don't expect
This
that.
is how
No, not baby, like baby. Like, nigga, take your pants off. I'm about to fuck shit out of you. Yeah, like I'm about to fuck shit out of you.
Nah,
Like,
that's not how we talk to each other.
Yeah.
and it's a problem. Some things
But that's not who I am. That's not who we are.
And I'm sure this woman curses him out, and she has a foul mouth.
Yes.
So for her to come into the bedroom acting like she's sanctified, I can't buy that.
I don't buy it either. And I think right now, even the other guy on the podcast is leaving this guy on the island. Oh, I don't want my wife to do any of these things that you're talking about neither.
That's
right?
because he's putting up with that crap with his wife, and he don't want to join his side and have both of them. Then he ain't getting none.
Again, he's in prison. He's in prison because if he joins, like you said, if he joins him, then his wife's gonna turn on him. What? You want me to do what?
That's how you really feel?
Yeah, he lost.
Now you got two black women in the room, you know what I'm saying, getting together. Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
It's over. So he'd rather leave her out on the island. He'd rather leave his mate, the male mate, instead of joining the bro code. He gonna leave him out on the island on this one.
Let's go.
Porn movies. This is what they do. This is exactly what they do. I've seen them. This is what they do.
You hear that? She used to watch porn.
Yeah, a long time ago. Before I transitioned, I did.
Pause it right there.
Yes.
Pause it right there.
Everything's porn now.
Pause it right there. She just gave it up. Remember, gentlemen, ask the tough questions. She just now admitted, because you said she was a prude. I said she's not a prude. She's playing a prude. She just said, in my younger days, I used to watch porn. And I used to watch porn before I transitioned. What did she transition to? She became a Christian. She repackaged herself into a prude. Go back and listen to it again. She gave it away. She used to probably suck a lot of salami, but now she acting like she ain't never sucked it. She transitioned into a prude Christian girl.
Let's go.
That's not who we
This is
are.
how they do it in porn movies. This is what they do. This is exactly what they do. I've seen them. This is what they do.
You hear that? She used to watch porn.
Yeah, a long time ago. Before I transitioned, I did. I sure did. Yes.
Everything's
All of
porn
it.
now. Everything's porn.
This is exactly what it is, and this is what's wrong with men and women today, especially marriages. Porn. Because
she's born again.
Yeah, she's born again. That's basically what
you know. What this debate and switch. When he met her, she was probably slurping them, sucking the sheets in his ass.
Yep. Well, she would have to have, or she was basically a virgin and he tried to wait her out. But I think it was the opposite. She used to do these things, and now she went back to church and she's saved and sanctified. So she says, I don't have to do that anymore. Guys, when you get married, they can switch it, they can 180 it and turn it into a different, complete woman. And then you have to say, well, I'm gonna divorce you or not. Most men choose to stay.
Yeah. And then the crazy part about it is, like, I tell everybody in the church all the time, we as men don't get the credit we deserve because we are way more loyal. We put up with way more stuff from women and we stick it out, all to get backdoored and railroaded by a divorce or get served, and we didn't even know it was coming. Literally,
we're trying to warn you it's coming.
We get sucker punched by divorce attorneys. You know what I'm saying? Because they said they walk in with an exit plan.
Yeah, well, they know these laws, guys. Just what you have to understand. Women know all of these laws. They get together at the hair salon when they sitting there for 12 hours getting a box braids put in, and they talk. This is what they're talking about because this is their only path through life is through man. All right, now they try to give them $850, and the government tries to support them. But what you have to understand is women know the exit plan. Men have the hope strategy. Men hopes she doesn't execute the exit plan, but they know the laws. You just got to understand they know the law. This is one more instance where it proves monogamy is not suited for women. They wouldn't have come up with something as stupid as that.
And
guys, they're non-monogamous. They're literally non-monogamous.
Yeah, and guys, 2 types of women that your girl should never follow: single women,
yes,
and divorced women.
That's right.
Because single woman gonna make a whore in these streets. And the divorced woman is going to teach her the rules of engagement and the ins and outs to railroad you.
And it's coming, guys. It's coming. If she has a single friend or a married 304, a married woman that's cheating on her husband, your wife is going to be next.
A lot of women give it away. They tell you everything about their slut friends.
Yes.
You need to cut her off.
But
she is the company she keeps.
But Jap, what she's not telling you, what your slut friend is not telling you, is what your wife was doing. See, when y'all was out, because this happened to me in my marriage. Okay, so my wife started hanging out with a married woman who was cheating on her husband. All the time, my wife would hang out with her, and I'd be like, "Why are you hanging out with her? Why are you hanging out with her?" "Oh, we hanging out. We just good friends. We understand each other." That should be a dead giveaway right there, right? She would tell, "Oh, we went out here, we went here, we went to this bar, and she started kissing another man. She did this, she did that." You know what she's not telling you? What she was doing. And this is why they bond together. It's because they're keeping each other's secrets. So your wife is doing dirt too, but your wife ain't gonna tell on herself.
The whole helping system.
And you know what? Yes, you know what else is happening? I know what my wife's friend is. I'm sorry, I know what the friend of my wife's husband, I know what he's going through, and he knows what I'm going through, but we never get together and share notes. We never get together. I never go to him and go, "You know what my wife told me about your whole ass wife?" We never do it. We just stay quiet. Like,
you know what? You know what?
He never comes to me and say, "You know what? My wife told me about your whole ass wife."
We out of pocket.
We out of pocket. We never go lead to this age.
We keeping secrets like the bitch. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the men, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
We are out. We are off code.
Off, just like these.
Dude, you got to think about this. Your woman is coming to you like you're a woman.
Yes.
And making you break the gag hole.
Yes.
By holding it down and shutting your mouth. So you're walking around a dude that you know is getting cheated on and not saying nothing.
You don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. Why you don't?
That is like tucking your salami in.
Yep.
And crossing your legs and sitting down.
That's exactly how they keep this going. And the wife knows you're not going to tell him, tell the other guy. So she shares this secret with you. And she does this to protect
and
her.
You're scared to tell him because you don't want to upset your girl.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's a system. And it works for them. And so we'll watch our homeboys just get cheated on and done dirty, and we'll just sit there. But they would never do that. They would never do that. If I told my wife, hey, baby, I saw my boy, we was out with the boys, and he was boning this other chick. She for sure probably is gonna tell her friend.
Just like in the movie Jungle Fever. When Wesley Snipes, when Spike Lee told his girl, pillow talking with his girl,
yes,
who knew Wesley Snipes' real chick,
yes,
you know what I'm saying, was telling her he was messing with a white secretary at the gig, blew his whole spot up.
That's how women are gonna work. They're gonna have somebody else blow the spot up,
and he thought his woman wasn't gonna tell. And then after his girl blew up his homeboy spot, he still stayed with the girl.
Exactly.
Weak. We got to step it up, fellas. We got to stop being weak, bro.
Most of our problem is because of inherently our protection of our one piece of ass. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to protect it, and then ultimately we throw every other man under the bus. This is why married men, once again, are doing modern marriage a disservice because they refuse to tell the truth about what marriage is.
You know what? I also have another theory too, man, that I looked at, and a lot of people didn't notice this. Jennifer Hudson, the caliber man that she married, that man, he was a lawyer. He was swole, buff. I forgot his name, but then he was in the WWF.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah. David Otunga, yes.
Yeah, now I believe that I would believe a man of that nature getting any woman he want. He was famous already, whatever. He dated down. He did Jennifer Hudson a favor, a service.
Yeah.
And still got cheated on. He built her up. She was a whale when he met her. He slimmed her down, swagged her up, got her confidence together, all so she can bang another dude. If he can get cheated on, anybody get cheated on.
Well, one of the mistakes that men make, this is another one. Guys, we educating you. I hope you guys are taking note. For you fat fetish guys who like big women, and a lot of times it's a cop out. That's all you can afford. So let's just call a spade a spade. And so you get addicted to it or fetishize it. What ends up happening is, don't you know that the biggest cause of divorce for marriages is bariatric surgery? So if a woman's big and then she gets the surgery to slim herself down, the divorce rate is almost 85%. Okay. Meaning, what is the meaning of that? Okay. You got with her when she was big. And then most big women don't like themselves. They will say they like themselves, but they don't. They're going to wrestle with this.
Talk to him, coach.
Right. So eventually she's going to want to slim down and she'll double cross all the fat women that she supported. Right. Adele's went through this. A lot of them will say, I'm happy being big, and then they'll slim down, right? And then the fat women will go, what happened? So what ends up happening is the woman starts to like herself as she's losing this weight. And then she'll look back at you and say, you were such a low life that you liked me when I was the most miserable.
Yeah.
And she will never respect you.
Then they want to get out there and test the waters and actually see what it's like to be a desirable woman.
Exactly. And
they were never truly desired when they were in that state. So now they're going out here. They want to actually test it and see them and test the market. And like I tell guys all the time, chicks today will go to the highest bidder. The loyalty is not there.
None.
We stick in with see. That's what I said. We really got the loyalty because you got a lot of guys out here married to fat women right now, still down, still providing, still, just it is what it is, man. They have to jump ship.
Well, this is why I keep saying monogamy favors men at the lower end of the ranking. So listen, and I know a guy was saying that this is not true. Guys, if there was no such thing as monogamy, any man that is a 6, 5, 4, or 3 will never get a woman. You wouldn't even touch one ever in your life. You wouldn't even touch one. But because there's monogamy, you get to have one. And a low quality one, but because of monogamy, you get to have one. If there was no such thing as monogamy, you wouldn't touch a woman. You wouldn't even sniff one. Women would because what we're seeing now in this system now is women like the Kool-Aid pitcher woman. She's going for 7, 8, 9, 10. Every woman is going for 7, 8, 9, 10. And they're not loyal. And they just hop from one dude to the next, to the next, to the next. So monogamy favors men at the bottom of the rung, period, bar none. And it always has been that way. The top men, the kings and the kings of the monarchs, the people in the bottom, they all had concubines, which means women were willing to be in a situation where there were multiple women in one man, and they said, this is fine, in order to secure something, safety, resources, whatever. Or they... Instead of going, okay, no, I want to be with one man. That came when romance came around. Period.
Let's take a look at this whale. Let her talk.
Because of the simple fact that men would get that stuff in their head to the point where they will cause that stuff to get in them, and then they want to bring it off on their wife, not their girlfriend, not some tramp and not some hoe, but their wife. No, that's not how you do it. You get that stuff so deep in your head to the point where it got you wanting to do your wife the same thing, the same image that you seeing on a porn, you're doing to your wife, and your wife is not feeling it.
Why we watching porn, Jeremy? Because we ain't get no pussy at home, that's why.
I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like,
man, dog, this is prison. This is prison.
Did you see the real her came out on that little rant that she went on?
Yeah.
That's who she really is. She was nice and quiet and meek and mild.
And you know what I think too? I think that when he pulls up the porn, she knows she don't look like that naked.
Exactly.
And it's like, yeah, I can't do the splits and all that. And she looking at her roles, and she know, like, in her head, she thinking like, he really want a woman that look like this, and I don't look like that, and I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to get in shape.
You're absolutely right. But what she's also doing is managing his salami once again. She's still manipulating and controlling what he's doing with his prick. And now listen, he's been having his Johnson attached to him since he was a kid. And he's been manipulating it how he wants to manipulate it until he married her. But now that he's married, she's saying you can't use your salami the way you use it. I get to dictate how you use it. And it's more control. It's more of a prison.
Fellas, these damn German Shepherds, man. Let's go.
if you're married, that's when y'all should be at your nastiest.
You feel me?
Like,
what is a nigga
because
so
if you're in it for,
she'd rather
if you're in it for
me go
life,
cheat on her ass than watch porn. Is what I'm getting at this point.
Because see,
is that what you getting?
See, my thing is, if
that's not what I'm getting.
If you're in,
well, if you don't fuck me, what am I supposed to do?
What I'm getting is not to do it the same way.
What the fuck am I supposed to do if you ain't fucking me? You don't want me to watch porn? What you want me to do?
I didn't say not watch, because I said don't bring it to me. You can,
I shouldn't even look, at the end of the day,
I'm not that person, so don't
your wife is supposed to sustain. Your wife is supposed to satisfy your needs, and you supposed to satisfy her needs. I shouldn't even be wanting to watch no goddamn porn. I should be exhausted. Like, I ain't got no nothing to give porn. My wife that took all the energy I got. But we got so much fucking energy because your wife won't fuck you at all. It goes to fucking porn. And then you get mad when we bring shit back in the bedroom.
Like I said,
you don't bring that. You don't bring porn in the bedroom.
I feel like if you're married,
how the hell she know what I'm bringing? She ain't even watching the shit with me.
I feel like
you don't bring porn in the bedroom with you. You don't do that. That ain't how
well,
you do
if you can bring your ass to the bedroom, that'd be nice.
That ain't how you do
that'd be nice. Bring your ass to the
bedroom.
That'd be nice if you bring your ass to the bedroom.
I'm not finna sit here and watch.
You don't do nothing.
And then do something.
But you don't do nothing.
No, I'm not
you don't do shit.
Don't do that to me.
You know what's unfortunate? That going to court and divorcing a woman and telling the judge that she don't give you no ass is not grounds that that can leverage you to keep your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know, it's not a good enough reason.
Yeah, it's not a reason to. It's not a reason to get divorced. You're supposed to just stick it out. Oh well, make her give it to you. It's your fault that she's not giving it to you.
You know, but infidelity railroads you. An affair,
yes,
an affair would destroy you. But
the marital vows are designed to destroy the man, not the woman. He has to live up to them. She doesn't. Wow. Or she doesn't get penalized. There's some women that probably watching this. No, that's not true. Women don't get penalized for breaking the marital vows. Men do.
Yeah, coach. And see, this is the thing, though. A lot of men are afraid to have difficult conversations with their wives or whatever. But then when they do, their opinions are never of value. They're never valued. Yeah. And it's always the reverse. But you. It's never an accountability piece. Right. Check this out real quick. This is a man who's going to be flat out honest with his wife and tell him why he's not having sex with her. And she goes ballistic and even snitches on him. What?
She wants some loving, but she's not getting any in her marriage to Kenny. She says he refuses to touch her, and they haven't had sex in almost an entire year that they have been married. Kenny, I want you to tell us
Look at her.
the real reason that you don't want to have sex with your wife.
Yep, see, and when I tell you this, and most of you that are laughing think it's funny, maybe you're not going to think it's funny. She likes to drink alcohol, you know? And I don't really drink alcohol.
That's a lie.
And
they both sound like they drunk.
Meth.
Yeah. They both look like they on crack or crank or something.
Yeah. This is the white version of Tyrone and Keisha.
Yeah, that's it.
Dan and Karen.
Yeah, Dan and Karen.
Me, when someone's under the influence, you know, their mind and, you know, their feelings and their body is totally different from somebody that's sober. I feel like, you know, the alcohol has put us on a different wavelength, a different page, you know?
Who's to say that I can't get toward? I'm 45 years old. I can do whatever I want to. And who are you to know if I feel buzzed or not? The problem is that what I try to tell him, he tries to blame it on alcohol. The problem isn't alcohol. The problem is you.
I can show you a text.
You don't give me nothing.
I can show you.
You see? Nobody cheered for when he voiced a logical reason why he don't want to bang her. She turned up. She literally turned. She got sassy. Yeah. I was starting to feel Keisha vibes with that one.
This is what, listen, that's what she's giving him. And they're not even behind closed doors. Imagine what he's getting from her when he's in the house. This is why you see on Dateline, men just like him be taking them out to the desert, burying them. Because then you be like, why that white dude snap on his family? They get mouthy after 40. Guys, your most dangerous, I'm going to tell y'all, listen, the most dangerous age to deal with women is between 40 and 50. Because she starts saying, this is me, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. You think it's bad when you're 20 and you're 30? Wait till they're 40 and 50.
That's why I always tell guys, why do we have I have a video called it was something to the degree it's like the older marriages are worthless. There's no point to it. Pointless. The older marriages are pointless. Yeah. Why would you marry a 50-year-old?
Why? It makes no sense.
How is she gonna mold to you? She's not gonna change.
Yes,
dude, just have fun. Y'all dating, y'all do y'all thing, but never marry a 40-year-old too. Like, dude,
it's pointless. I mean, listen, why I don't get why men do it. I get it. You had some fun and she's slaying you with sex and she's promising you all these things. She got a track record that you don't even want to look at. But 40 to 50, they're going to change about 10 times. They're going to have menopause. They're going to figure out they're going to be crying that it's the end of their pregnancy wall. They got adult children that are moving back in with them. I mean, the downside is too tremendous. They're a single mom, late-term single mom with an 8-year-old and they're 40. The downside is tremendous. I just stay away from them as a principle in terms of commitment, but I will use them as practice though.
Yeah, and like Steve Harvey's a big one for this. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He married a 45, a 48-year-old, 50-year-old, a drug kingpin's ex-wife.
Yeah.
And now he inherited grown kids, young kids. He's got grandkids. I'm like, what the? All just to have like.
All to have a woman?
Just to have a woman. I'm like, dude, you're Steve Harvey.
Right.
You're Steve Harvey. You can literally get with your daughter's friends.
Yes. Literally.
You know? What are you doing?
Right. But he sees something in her. I think what happens is this is why I always tell guys, be careful with attractive older women. Okay. Attractive older women in their 40s. You have to do your homework on them. They was at the BBD concert getting it backstage, underage adolescents. Right? They was at the BBD concert dancing and grinding. They've been ran through by multiple athletes, Adele 3, James Worthy, all right, Magic, and all of them back in the day. Like they was those girls. Now they here.
Sanders, MC Hammer, Sanders, prime time.
They
She was at the Must Be the Money at the Must Be the Money video shoot.
Must Be the Money video.
At the Pumps and the Bumps video shoot.
And now you looking at her talking about some, oh, she bad, she fine, bro. Hey, yeah, she was at Freaknik. She was the main bras on Freaknik. She used to run down Bourbon Street up and down, bro. You barking up the wrong tree.
And that's just like Boyce Watkins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With his chick, it's another thing with these older chicks. When I see older guys getting with these older chicks, they always wanted them back in the day.
Yep.
And they never got him. It's kind of like when you got a established man, he retires and he finally finds that old school 69 Chevelle mint condition.
Yeah, that's exactly. And it's their dream car. He crying.
Yeah,
he crying. I've been always wanting to drive that.
All the kids are like, "What's the point? This is an old ugly car." He's like, "You don't know. Back in my day,
yes,
we had these. We used to go to the movie theater with these and get milkshake."
Yep, and he put the rag top down, no mechanics. He got to unwind it, put the rag top down. Oh, I can't. We used to go to the drive-in movie. Yeah, dude, that is so on point. You absolutely nailed it. I watched the video of a man that did that, and the kids was like, "This old raggedy car," but to him, it was the world. I always wanted you. Now I can have you.
That's how it is. But let's let her talk, man. And he's got himself a firecracker.
Oh,
woo! Because she
alcoholic.
Soon as she opened her mouth, she went right in.
That I can't get toward. I'm 45 years old. I can do whatever I want to. And who are you to know if I feel buzzed or not? The problem is,
let me stop right there. He's your husband.
Yes.
Who are you? See, this is when a woman don't even respect you at all. Who are you to tell me? You fucking idiot! I'm your husband.
Right. But you have no authority over her at that age. She's been doing what she's been wanting to do. He's already emasculated. So this is.
Oh, you about to hear some crazy simping from him.
Tell me he tries to blame it on alcohol. The problem isn't alcohol. The problem is you.
I can show you a text.
You don't give me nothing.
I can show you text messages on my phone.
Yeah, and I got them too.
She'll send them to me almost every day. Stop and pick me up 2 drinks.
Are you buying them for her, Kenny?
Sometimes I do.
But Kenny, tell us why you do that if it's a turnoff.
He don't say no. Yeah. Weak.
Because I have to live with her.
Oh, so let me understand, mister, you don't think you got any issues with alcohol?
I have, no, I don't have an issue with alcohol. If I was a drunk, I'd tell you.
But well, that's 2 DUIs, right?
Yeah, what, 11, 12 years ago.
Whoa.
Her stage is denial.
I should never get arrested for drunk driving.
Oh my God, look at this wilder wolf.
Wow.
She's a piece of work.
Yeah.
And that is great, and I'm proud of them, but yes, I did, and I made mistakes, and everybody does, and I paid for my mistake.
When's the last time you got drunk?
Maybe 5 months ago.
So, to your best of your recollection, the last time that you feel that you were drunk was 5 months ago.
Right, see, he thinks that I am drunk. No, the thing, I wish I could get drunk so I don't have to deal with him.
What happened yesterday over at the hotel?
Oh, girl, I was having a good time.
They had to peel you out of the bar.
They sure did.
Then they had to wake you up this morning, get your butt out of bed.
But I guess because my foot hit the alarm clock. They sure did.
You left your purse, all your personal stuff. Security had to take you up. You weren't drinking last night.
I don't get the chance to do it often, so I did it last night.
Oh, you lied.
So I guess it wasn't 5 months ago.
To go out?
No, to get drunk, you were drunk.
You see?
Wow. She literally dodged all that accountability, lied. This is how they are in family court, by the way.
Oh, wow. You know, I got to start breaking down family court. I want to actually go to one. Like, just go look at that shit.
I always tell men to go try to do it. Sometimes they don't let you in. But try to sneak in and try to see all of this stuff. Them women be lying on your ass.
Damn.
Drunk last night.
I was talking about going out.
No, I
yeah, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad
breathe. I need you to breathe. What I asked you, when was the last time you got drunk? You said, to my recollection, 5 months ago.
And I apologize. I'm thinking at home.
Oh.
Okay. We'll give you that one. We'll give you that one.
My bad.
You're complaining you don't have sex, but then you're drinking all the time, knowing that turns him off.
It is not about alcohol. It is not about alcohol. And I always try to communicate with him. He does not communicate at all.
You know that turns me off when you're drinking alcohol.
Well, you don't turn me on.
But you don't try to. You don't try to.
Hey, Kenny, what about?
And I'm not a sloppy drunk. Please don't see me as that because that's not me.
Please.
But you see, this is the type of like your complaints are never taken into consideration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's never a legit complaint from the man. You know, and if this lady conducted herself a little bit better, the other women would have probably rolled with her.
Right. But yeah, she was so obvious. She was so obviously lying and then trying to put it back on him.
Yeah, they couldn't defend her.
They couldn't defend her. Yeah.
They couldn't defend her. So, coach, I got, let's see. Let me I came up with 13 consequences. I want you to break it down.
Okay.
That I feel 13 of most influential consequences that men have to endure, avoid, or obstacles with dealing with modern marriages. All right. We'll kick it off. We'll start off with number 1. Men in modern marriages have to deal with the women on social media.
I never had to deal with that. I got divorced before social media took off.
Okay.
And being mainstream, like Facebook was just coming out. I'm sorry, Facebook had been out, but it wasn't.
It was for college students.
It was for and Instagram was just, Instagram was just becoming like wasn't even mainstream yet. So I would say that I don't see how marriages can work with social media. Period.
Because right now, like I know, like I've been to these new modern day weddings. I call them niggified marriages. And these women have social media still, and they're alone on their social media, you know. And I know how the inbox works. Yes. I know how old, like the thing with social media is that you have access to a person without having their phone number.
Right.
All you need is their name. So I don't need the phone numbers of my exes. I could just type in their name and inbox them. What's going on, big head? You know what I'm saying? And if she's feeling bad or you guys get into an argument, there's always these other options in her inbox online. And another thing, what is she advertising? Because they put on a lot of pictures and they get dressed up or whatever like that. She take a picture, and it's dudes under the comments, you know?
Well, it's not only dudes, it's their cohort of horses also that do this as well. They double team the comment section, meaning you comment on mine, I comment on yours. So a lot of their comments are, "Ooh, girl, you look great," you know, and water spritz emoji and liking eggplant. A lot of them they're playing this back and forth where they're supporting each other. So not the real guy that she's cheating on is not in the comment section. He's in the DM.
There you go. That's a fact too, because he don't want to make himself obvious.
He ain't gonna,
He's being real smooth about it. And then after that, they got their own little thing worked out. Maybe a fake account where he looks like a girl or something like that.
Yeah.
You know
WhatsApp. They got it all. It's crazy.
They got it worked out. Number 2, one of the biggest hurdles in dealing with modern marriage, thought culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These women still want to appear single. You know what I'm saying? Like, I when I see a young woman of today get married, they don't tone it down. They still run around here half dressed or you know, twerking.
They get rewarded for it. So why would they do it? Again, monogamy. This is not a monogamous behavior. This is a woman that is continuing to market herself by wanting to embrace girls' nights out. She still wants to go out to the club and be married and all of this stuff. It simply doesn't work, but men accept it, so they don't have to change it. So this is why Aisha Curry made the transition she did. She's embracing thought culture. She tried to go against it. She put out the tweets, "We need to cover up, ladies," and then she couldn't fight it. So she says, "If I can't beat them, join them."
Shout out to Bernard Raleigh. He's in the building.
Shout out to him.
I saw a video. I couldn't find it, but it's a video of it was a wedding, black wedding, and the bride gave the groom a lap dance and was pretty much damn near stripping in front of everybody on the dance floor and shaking and gyrating and everything like that. Like thought culture, like guys are literally marrying whores and trying to reform them. Yeah. And these women are confused because they want traditional treatment, traditional rewards, but do non-traditional stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Again, women are non-monogamous, gentlemen. Get it through your heads. They don't practice anything monogamy anymore. The only reason they did because it was all pretty much societal rule of law, but they don't have to do it anymore, guys. And they're really showing you it is the men that need to change their idea of how to progress with women, because women are showing you what they're going to do. Women haven't changed a damn thing. They're basically telling you this is what you get. And then there's some goofball that comes in here. Well, I'm going to find the one that ain't going to do it. Oh, anyway.
Number 3, masculine energy and competitiveness against the man. You looked at that video, you see the dominance that she has over him. There's a lot of guys that's going to deal with that with modern women. Modern women want to reverse roles, and then they want to do everything 50-50. And when you do everything 50-50, it's giving them leverage and leeway to say, well, I have a say-so in this, or I have more say-so, you know? But I feel as though a lot of guys are marrying their competitors. They're looking for this evenly yoked myth.
Yes.
You need to be better than your woman, in my opinion.
You should be. Yeah, I mean, that's who she's going to eventually reach out to and cheat on you with anyway. But yeah, there's no such thing as not many people are equal to the next person, but to just say she can be equal to me and bring in equal everything, it just doesn't make sense. I think men are in relationships with one hand tied behind their back, if not two. So, I mean, and the fact that both hands are behind the back means that I'm basically in a vulnerable position, and she gets to assert her authority without feeling the feedback of the masculine energy back in return.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times too, like a lot of guys are dealing with domestic violence and scared to speak up on it because of masculine energy.
70% of domestic violence is instigated by women. I read a report on this one. 70% of domestic violence cases are instigated by women, but then most of the time those women they get roughed up the most. And so they feel the pain more, and the signs are visible more that they were a victim of it. But most of the time what goes unreported is the instigation, and that men won't report that they were domestically violated because it makes them look weaker.
Okay. Number 4 reason, and this is big with dealing with the modern marriage with these women of today, the male friend.
Oh.
There are a lot of guys out here, Coach, you would not believe it, how many guys I know out here who allow their wives to have male friends. I do not get it. You got to, first of all, no man, unless he's with the Rainbow Coalition, wants to actually be a friend to a woman.
Right.
I don't see that. You know, even if you had friends they're just people you knew, acquaintances. Yeah. It's still always the possibility that you would smash, you know what I mean? Or could smash, you know? But women of today like to say, yeah, this the bro. This the whole, this the bro. This the bro. That's bro. That's bro.
Cousin.
No. I've shaken many of hands of the men who my girl has cheated on me with back in my day.
Absolutely. She'll introduce you to them. Another tactic that they use. Hey guys, this again is an example of non-monogamous behavior by women. This is them being able to monkey branch, or at least keep that person in her circle so she can reach back to them if you leave. This is all a security blanket for her, and she's putting this in your face and using shame to get you to accept it. This is non-monogamous behavior.
Yeah. So like the male friend thing, this like my grandmothers, my mother, they don't have male friends. Right. You know, it's like, oh, hey, that's just Melvin from church. Like, no, grandma didn't roll like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she had the milk delivery guy and the mailman though. She had them. But see, no. We've guys, again, we've allowed so much that it's almost, we've opened Pandora's box. We cannot put it back in. So she does have the work husband, the play cousin, the guy she grew up with, the homie she went to school with. You know,
that's the homie. That's another word too. This the homie. Yeah. That's the homie.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Smashing the homies though, right?
That's right.
And the work, oh my God, when I was working in corporate, you don't know how many wives I've seen cheat with a work bae.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's common. And they know more about your marriage than you even know of that man.
We had a consistent FedEx guy that came up here, and I know this one wife that was cheating with him. he ended up getting her because he was coming up there every day, consistently complimenting her for about 6 months till he chipped away at her. You know what I'm saying? And he got her.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he was delivering flowers and stuff like that.
Very common, guys. Very common.
You know, and that's another thing too. These women can get away with cheating at the job. Oh my God. Because the lunch break, when you're working and she's working, you can't monitor her.
That's right. Yes.
You know,
and this is why a lot of women, a lot of wives, if they're a stay-at-home mother, they want to go to work. They want to return. They want to leave. I don't want to be a mom anymore. I want to go to work. This is because she wants access to other men.
Number 5. When you're dealing with these women in these modern day marriages, you're going to have to deal with feminist influence.
Right.
It's
all around us.
There's so many feminist women. There's so many people out here telling these women that you don't need no man for nothing. Why are you letting that man tell you what to do?
Yes.
Why are you letting him run you? This is what you signed up for, to be a wife, to be ran by a man.
Right. Well, I mean, right now you do have the influences there, and a lot of people don't know it's feminism. They just, you know, they're kind of plugged into the matrix. So they get to say, don't make your man a plate. Don't do this, don't do that. And a lot of times it's women that can't keep a man themselves, that are single, broke, and broked out. So they're listening to people who can't manage their own lives. And then they end up swaying the women who actually want good marriages. And then they destroy those marriages too. It's kind of like misery loves company.
All right. Number 6. Dealing with these women in these modern marriages, more than likely you'll be an automatic stepdaddy.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta face it. As much as we can't stand single mothers, y'all, it's hard to not run across them. Because majority of these women made these dumb choices in their 20s, in their teens even, and they're trying to fix and right their wrongs.
Sure.
Most of you guys are going to encounter these single moms. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, man, it's a bad decision, but you just got to assume like that's what most guys who are coming into the space right now, or who you see get married of today, they're usually going to be a stepfather.
Correct. They're going to be a stepfather. I think, and a lot of the women that are saying stepfathering is okay, they wouldn't tell their kid, their son, to do such a thing, right? They wouldn't tell their son that they have a stepdad for, hey, be a future stepdad. They would probably guide them against that, but they're telling us men that it's a natural state of things. The Black community in particular is very guilty of this.
Yeah.
All right. As they say, we can save these children. These children need a father figure. The children deserve. No, what they needed was they deserved that woman to make a right decision and who the father was. Now, we can't fix that, but I'm damn sure ain't going to clean it up. So not one stepdad at a time. These kids are going to jail. Let they ass go to jail.
That's so crazy, man. We gotta give a special FU to Walt Disney for putting out
the stepdad movie
by Pixar.
Yeah. And I saw a guy did a breakdown of all of he said all these red pill men crying about the stepdad movie. And then all the super simps and all the stepmamas was in there dissing us. You gotta go see it. I was like, I was in it. You were in it. It was a whole bunch of us.
I went crazy on this stepdaddy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, number 7, man. Child obligation in custody battles.
Yes,
that's the reality. A lot of you guys are going to end up, either on child support.
Yep.
Or if not, fighting just to even see your child.
Just to see your kid.
You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a natural, guys. They came up with a stat that said only 17% of couples that had children are together in America. Only 17% of couples that had children are married and with those children together. 17%. Your chances are slim.
Yeah, you got to get a casino or playing roulette.
Yeah, it's slim to none that you're gonna be with a woman and then raise your kids from 0 to 17, see them off to college to 18. Is damn near impossible odds. So if that's what you're gonna do, like Jap said, plan on being on child support at some particular point. Plan on fighting your kids, but I need to see my kids. Plan on making videos for Facebook and Instagram because it's coming.
Plan on her alienating you from your child. Plan on her holding the kid against their will, against you, using the kid as a shield and a weapon.
It's It's almost that you got to plan that in your life.
Yeah. Number 8, the divorce agenda.
The divorce is planned before the wedding.
Yeah, they have an exit plan.
Yes,
fellas, we go on the plane and we don't have a parachute.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We don't prepare. We don't prepare for this falling. Trust and believe. After you propose and all that, everything is in the works and all that. She sits down with a team of women, mothers, you know what I'm saying, aunties, sisters, and they already gonna script her on if this goes bad, what you need to do first.
Yep. Don't let them do this. If you do this, do that. They already got the plan before you even walk your ass down the aisle.
Secret accounts.
Yep. Secret
under
accounts.
Their sister name, under their mama name.
Yep.
You
and
know,
they'll go right before the divorce happens. They'll go withdraw all the money out the account. They know exactly what to do.
Take their money, put it in their mom's name, and add themselves on as a user to their mom's account.
Yep. It's coming down. And then and when you go to court, you're going to tell a judge at the end of you getting torn up, you can be like, but what about that money in that bank account? The judge gonna be like, man, just move on. Just move on. Like they ain't even gonna try to help you out. Just it's $30,000.
Yesterday, he got divorced. His wife, he married an older woman. He was like 24 when he married her, right? He married a woman that was like 40.
Wow.
Yeah, he was out of the military. Please, fellas, stop being a military simp.
Yeah, for real.
But he married her fresh out of the military. He had homes, rental properties, and he had a couple semi trucks written out. He was making good money. He had his business going. You know, he had his benefits. He had his pension and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. She says, let's get a divorce. We don't got to, you can just, you can keep whatever you have. Just sign the papers or whatever like that. But in the state of Illinois, he was gullible. He's like, okay, cool. She was like, we don't need to, basically like told him he doesn't need to get a lawyer.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah. He was not ready.
She showed up to the court with a lawyer.
Yeah. He probably was like, what?
So he was thinking that they both had the agreement, like, okay, we're just gonna, you know, we don't want to be with each other. Everything is cool. Yeah. You take yours. Okay, fine.
Yep.
She came with a lawyer, railroad him,
messed his ass.
Properties, got like $500,000 in properties, and got both semi trucks.
Man.
Dude was by that time he was probably like well into his he was like early 30s, had to move back with his mom and build and rebuild.
That's the reality.
And rebuild, man. So it was and he said he just seen her at a funeral. His ex-wife at a funeral. One of their uncles or somebody died or whatever, and the kids was there and stuff. So, and he had kids with her too.
Oh God. Yeah. He's screwed. He's screwed, guys, man.
That's coming back to kick her in the ass. I think she has like breast cancer or something like that. And she's dying now. Plus, she's older. You know what I'm saying? So
she's like 50 something now.
Yeah, he's like 40 something, man.
So she's probably in her 60s. Yeah,
like
she on her last leg. Yes.
So yeah, she, you know, God has worked his way into her life. You know. Number 8. This is a big one. Got to deal with this when you're dealing with today's modern wife: infidelity.
Oh yeah.
These 304s, I want to keep it clean when I'm around coach, ain't loyal. At best. They ain't loyal.
Not monogamous. They're not monogamous.
Yeah.
I keep proving it to you. They're not monogamous. You guys get it through your head. They do not operate in monogamy. They have a circle of men and simps, an army of simps that they'll reach to. They have emergency salami in the glass. They have girlfriends that will protect their secret. It is what it is. I mean, now all of them are not going to do that, but they could do it.
Yeah, they have the option. Trust and believe. The streets are not honoring and valuing your marriage. When your wife is dressed the way that she's dressed, she doesn't look married.
No, she's not going to. Yeah, they don't have to anymore.
When you see her Facebook profile, she doesn't look married.
Yeah.
When she's going out to the club with her homegirls, she doesn't look like the married one in the crew.
Yeah.
She looks like any one of the rest of these heifers. You know what I'm saying? So the end of the day, you know, the propensity for her to cheat, she's got a lot of options and they're good at it. And they will rub it in your face. You will shake the hand of the man who smashed it.
And men don't have problems sleeping with women, married women. They don't have a problem. Women, on the other hand, they don't have a problem with it, but in public, they're not going to put it out there. So men will never hesitate to sleep with your wife.
Yeah.
And so she knows that. It is what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, the cheating thing is big. I've seen it. I've seen guys get cheated on by their wives and under their nose for years, and I knew about it, and I wasn't on code, unfortunately.
Yeah. You just let them. Yeah, you let them.
I stayed out of it. And the moment he did something wrong, she still left him and guilt tripped that man to death.
Yeah. Well, I see both people do that. Men who cheat on their wives, if the wife cheats, he's like, how dare you? And he was cheating. So I see it as both ways. This is why I'm telling you, man, I think romance is doing us wrong and misleading us. I always say, just tell people you're non-monogamous and deal with it like that.
Got shout out Jay Swiss with the $100 super chat. He say, shout out to my coach gang and church members. Now to all you ninja watchers, Hulk, smash that like button. God bless. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. All right. We at number 10. This is one of the new things you're going to deal with in these modern marriages. Open marriages, bisexuality, and swinging. Coach, I'm going to be real with you. I have not met a woman in my life yet that I've dated that has not had a lesbian experience.
Right. Yes.
They have all chewed some carpet in college or have had their carpet chewed by their homegirls.
Yes, or something. They've all done it. Not all, it's a part of their maturity. Yeah, it's a part of their maturity. They will sample. I call women trisexuals. They're not, they try anything. So eventually, because people are going to put that energy on them and they'll just like, all right, I'm drunk, I'm tipsy, I'll try it. So they've tried it. It is what it is. They run around here looking like a Total and Missy Elliott and MC Light concert. It's just what it is. It is, let them have what they have.
Now, big thing that's been sweeping the nation right now is this open marriage thing. Now everybody wants these open marriages. Aisha Curry and Steph Curry saying they had an open marriage. You see what the open marriage did for Will and Jada. The embarrassment of being in an open marriage with a woman. You know what I'm saying? When everybody, your woman's supposed to be virtuous, supposed to be yours. When you got your wife smashing your son's friends, the embarrassment, you having to walk around with that. We're just in a whole different era, and they're just trying to remix marriage.
They're trying to have their cake and eat it too. What's happening is we're returning back to times before. I'm just keep telling you, gentlemen, women are non-monogamous. Let's get it through our heads. We're the ones pushing monogamy. We're the ones mad that these girls are running around here being 304s. We're the ones mad that they're unfaithful. Guess what women are doing? They don't give a damn. They don't care. Have you guys noticed that the more we put pressure on them, the more they like, well, this is us. They want to go back to concubines. They want to go back where they can share the elite. They want to go back and do whatever they want. We've been fooled. You know what? And I'm going to give y'all another hint here. Let me give you another hint. There was a time where men used just about everything to prevent women from being wild horses. All right, which we call it on my show. You know what? We've used chastity belts. We've used letters. We've used shaming. We hid the girl in the tower. We protected our daughters. We use just about everything to keep her from doing what she wants to do. See, when you have to use something to keep somebody from doing it, that means they naturally want to do it. We better get it in our heads. Yeah, prisoners of war. They've done the concubine. They've done everything against what monogamy stands for. And we're the ones believing that women want to be monogamous, and it's not true. The majority of them have rolled around in the hay, have effed around with a pookie. Come on, man. It's just too much history for us to be ignorant about it. We need to change our mindset in regards to women. We're the ones offended that they're not monogamous.
There's a big wave of
they're unapologetic about it.
With these new marriages, there's a new wave also with the swinging, the wife swapping. And I knew some people who did that, and it opened up Pandora's box for everybody's cheating whenever they want to, and it just turned into a big mess, and then divorce was even messier.
Yeah, Yeah, people that is basically a man making a deal. So he knows it's a lost cause. So he has to enter into the open marriage swinging, thinking he's going to get a benefit. Well, that means I get to bang other women. No, it don't. You're never going to keep up with her. If you open up swinging and open marriages, she's going to out fornicate you, and you're going to be hurt.
Out fornicate.
You're going to out fornicate.
All right.
You can't keep up.
Number 11, we kind of talked about this, but we got to bring it back. The sexless slavery.
Sexless marriage, yes.
I mean, again, man, guys are not getting any from their wives.
Yes.
Imagine spending upwards of 20, 30,000 on a wedding.
Yes.
You know, and what you could have done, what you could have done in life with that type of money.
The wedding ring, the engagement ring, the dress, the ceremony, the flowers, your family was involved. You brought her down, and then it eventually got into a situation. You bought houses, cars, you had kids with this individual, and then it turns up, no sex. When basically the wedding vow is to have and to hold. All right, you got to supposed to keep this one. This one is supposed to give you sex. But no, she's going to negotiate that and leverage it. And if she does not perform this duty, there's no penalty.
And I'm gonna say this, like with these modern women of today, it's if you're married, you almost need to use a condom, man.
Yes, correct. Absolutely correct.
You know, and the way that you get around is like, what do you mean we're married? Like, nah, like, listen, I don't want you to take the pill, and I don't want you to have a kid right now.
Yes.
Because there's a good chance, man, your wife's out here wilding, especially when they get old. One thing about these women, especially black women, they love unprotected sex. They will beg you for it. You will be begged for it. All right, y'all.
Give me 1 second. Yep. All right, I'm back.
Number 12. She lets herself go. Most of you guys, it's the bait and switch, bro.
Yeah, it's the bait and switch. She doesn't have to keep up anymore. She doesn't have to do that. She doesn't have to be in shape. She no longer has to live up to pleasing you and the expectation. So that's just a normal state of thing. That's been happening for a long time. But yeah, she's gonna let herself go, and you'll like it.
One of my friends just texted me. He said he watched the show. He said, "I'm married and I'm fucking miserable." And I see this wedding picture. They had a hellified wedding.
Yep. In or in prison, dude. It is a prison. I'm just letting y'all know it's a prison for most. About 85%. There might be a guy that's doing pretty well, but most of the time he has to settle for some happy wife, happy life bullshit to make him get through it.
Yeah, but man, they let themselves go. I mean, perfect example of that is the guy who married what's her name, Leela Rashad.
Oh, yeah.
She was Sunshine from
Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights. That was one of the most beautiful women in the world.
The Boomerang. She was the one with the bad feet in Boomerang. Bro. Yeah.
In Boomerang, her body.
And that dress you had on.
Oh my God.
That was an amazing scene. She was walking the dog. Yeah,
yes,
she was walking
dude.
the dog. Yes,
that was one of the most beautiful women God put on earth. Bait and switch.
Yeah. I think
and look at her husband. Her husband, he's jacked. He's you know what I'm saying? He took care of himself.
He get sick or something like that. They were saying she got sick, but it doesn't matter. Regardless, it goes in with the narrative. At some point, they just gonna turn and change, and then you're stuck with her.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of guys with the fat wife right now, man. Yep. And that is prison. That is a death sentence. Like honestly, I would be. That's my worst nightmare, bro. Yeah. To be the guy married to the fat woman.
Yeah.
And have kids and have everything tied in, and I have a fat wife. That is just like, dog.
But naturally, what people have to understand is women are gonna get bigger and get more body fat as they age, whether they're married or single. So this is a part of the idea that women live their best years when they're young and fertile. Once they pass that, they're going to gain weight. So I would just caution men before you get married, understand that if you get with her, she's going to gain weight regardless. Now, if she really lets herself go, it's a sign of disrespect, but it is what it is.
And the number 13 reason, I'm sorry, not reason, but obstacle you're going to deal with marrying modern women is she's always unsatisfied.
Yeah.
They are never satisfied. She's never happy. They're always unhappy.
Yes. Well, this is another thing that men get into relationships trying to achieve up front. This is another male mistake. You take on the burden of trying to please her. And she says, you make me happy, you complete me, and you entertain me. You jump up and down when you want me to, when I want you to. You do this, you do that. You take on that burden. You don't give her the reality of, I'm not here to make you happy. This is a business transaction, and this is the reality of it. And if you don't want it, kick rocks. Well, then let them go keep searching. They'll search and search, and they'll never find, and until they find the sucker.
Okay.
Your burden is not to make them happy. But men sign up for that. You take that on as a duty, and then she says, oh, okay, here's a sucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna take a commercial break, and I'm gonna set up for the calls. We got Coach Greg Adams in the building, y'all. Today's topic: the dangers of marrying the modern woman. It's about to be lit. Y'all get in the phone lines. Let's get this thing going. But first, you know how we do. We got to cleanse the vagina.
That demo. Look, that demo. Look, oral sex. Oral sex demo. You see oral sex? Look, oral sex. Look. You oral sex. Use oral sex. Let that sperm of that man out. Out, you demo. Out. Let go.
Deliver me. Do something about them. A demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth. And then he came again and he slept with me last week, and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again. And since then my private part has been itching.
You've been itching?
Yes.
Okay. Who are you? Who are you? Speak. Who are you? Okay. Who are you? Look at that demo. Look at that demo. Who are you? Who are you? Speak out. Who are you? Who are you? Jesus. You demon can help you. Yeah. Come up from the private part. You bring on the private part. Big one in the private part. Watch what happens. Fire! Come out from the private. Come out from the private. Come out from the private. Come out. Out. From the private. Go. Come on, somebody. After I spray with the water, after I spray, something came out white. Put your hands together. Hallelujah.
All right, church. You are live with Minister Jap in the church with Coach Greg Adams. Make sure y'all guys call in 563-999-3641. Let me bring bro back. All right. I want to read off the Cash Apps. Came in showing love to Cash App family. My man Clemente coming in with the $5 holler. Delroy coming in with the 40 piece. Go buy some peace leave with that.
Go get you some.
Golden
Mask.
Mask.
More than that.
Well, the going rate right now is $40 in the hood right now.
Oh, the hood. I'm not trying to mess with them girls at the beginning of your video, though.
$10 coming from Golden Mask. Freeman's Journal, $5 holler. Joseph coming in with the $5 holler. Golden Mask coming right back again with the 10 piece. Andrew coming in with the 10 piece. Zed coming in with the $20 holler. There you go. XL Pro Services coming in with the $5 holler. Kevin coming in with the 20 piece. Man, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. I see everybody calling in now. Let's take some calls, coach. I know they're going to drill you.
Let's go.
929, who we got?
what's up, Jap? What's up, Coach? This is Kareem calling out the South Bronx. How's it going today?
Oh man, lovely, man.
That's what's up, man. Great show, man. I like what CGA said about women being non-monogamous. And to be real, bro, I feel like the only dudes that are complaining about monogamy, are the dudes that don't get, punani on the regular. Let's just be real, bro. Like, that's why monogamy existed, so those men could get women in the past.
Exactly.
And yep, that's the only reason that construct existed. Yep. And in regards to what you were saying about men like not going against, men going against the bro code, bro, think about it. If a dude, you know why men do it? Because they're afraid of being shamed. Let's say if I told my friend that his girl was cheating, what would they say on social media or people that know us? Oh, they would call me a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically, they'll say it's feminine behavior to do that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they were doing. One last thing, man. For men to accept this monogamy thing, like women are non-monogamous, the only way we're gonna overcome the dating market is a big portion of it comes from having penis control, man.
Yeah.
First of all, let's look at black men. We at the bottom, bro. We need to be building. Fuck a peace league, bro. Most of us living in inhabitable conditions. Talking about some peace league.
And that's the bogus part. That's been our motivation.
Yes.
We got to stop making that our motivation first. That's recreation.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Anytime you talk to a brother, the first thing they say, where the hoes at? Or some hoes gonna be there. I mean, no matter what you're doing, you can say go to the gym. You can say play basketball. They go first thing they say are some hoes there. You lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trying, bro. First of all, we trying to impress women that tell us every day that they don't like us to begin with. The average woman in the West hates men. So you trying to pair up and be allied with somebody that hates you. It makes no sense. They clearly tell you they don't like you.
That's what's up.
But I always say, but real quick before I go, man, black men, we got to change our minds, man. We the only men that base success off of how many women we fuck rather than what we built.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, fellas.
All right, appreciate you, bro. We got a lot of calls in here. Let's make them quick. Get to the point. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all ready to go, man. 201, who we got?
What's up, Jappa Styles? Church check-in, Coach Gang, talk to me.
What you got for Coach, man?
Adams. Coach Rick Adams, it's a blessing meeting. It's a blessing meeting you. I'm gonna make it quick, so I'm gonna start off. When I woke up this morning, I was ready for church this morning, and God was ready for me too, because you sent me a YouTube video of Pastor Dino Jennings, the sermon that he did about talking about an evil wife. So I'm gonna start off with some scripture, and then I'm gonna ask you a question, Coach. Are you ready?
Go for it.
All right. In the book of Ecclesiastes,
fix your phone.
Chapter 26. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26, verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to, and let me repeat that. An evil wife is yoke shaken to here and fro. He that hath hold of her as he held of a scorpion. Basically, what he's saying is, if you have an evil wife, you're basically holding on to a scorpion, and the scorpion is hurting you. So my question is to you, Coach. How does corporate feminism play into today's sermon today, and how does working for corporations and leveling up influences the mindset of the modern woman?
Okay, bro. Appreciate your call.
Thank you, man. Well, you guys got to understand the owner of women transfer from fathers and husbands to corporations, public school institutions, and the government. So the corporation is the controller and over the arbiter of your marriage. So she has the corporation has more rule over your wife and governance over your wife than you do as a husband, and she'll be more loyal to the corporation. She'll probably put a stamp or a tattoo of the corporation's logo on her ass before she takes your last name at this particular point. So we're seeing corporations do what? Goldman Sachs, here's $10 billion to black women only. Here's the government giving $850 to 650 black women. So you guys got to understand, the first thing that they will do to identify themselves is tell you where they work. Not if they have a man, not if they have children, not if they have anything. They will try to talk about their degrees. And this is basically a slave mentality. So this is what you'll have to battle if you are one who needs to just be with a woman. All right. You have to battle the corporation.
Okay.
The plantation, by the way.
347. You got a question for Coach?
Yeah, what up, Coach? What up, Minister Jap?
What up, fam?
Check in, Coach Gang. Yeah, my opinion, like marriage with I don't think it's not even worth getting married to with the modern woman, because so much change, a lot of stuff. My opinion, I don't think you should even deal with the modern woman anymore, because and them and monogamy, that don't even fit in the same sentence.
Yeah, well, I get what you're saying. I don't mind dealing with the modern woman. I just deal with them on the business aspect. You can deal with them as a business transaction, and they'll honor the transaction business wise. There are things that you have to look out for, but in terms of marrying them, no, that's a dead principle right now for the majority of our country. We're not participating in traditional marriage, and it is men who are the most heartbroken about this. I'm going to tell you right now, it is the men who are the most heartbroken over this. Is because, like I described earlier, men who are in the 6, 5, 4, 3 category are hurt the worst by the new dating structure. Hence, monogamy was created for the lower tier men, and they're not being successful at it. So who's being hurt by it? Are the 80% of the women who get to sleep and have access to the top 20 to 25% of men, either in a concubine relationship, a pay-for-play relationship, a husband, marriage, divorce, transaction relationship, alpha baby dad, are they being hurt, or are the bottom tier of men being hurt the most? I'm going to just let y'all know, it is the bottom tier, hopeless romantic ass men that are being hurt the most.
Coach coming with that work. 909, you live.
Thank you, Minister Jap, for welcoming me onto the show. CGA, you know who this is.
Sounds familiar. Oh, this KT King.
It's KT King in the
Yes,
building.
sir. What's up, brother?
Coach Gang got to represent. Yes, indeed. Thank you for welcoming me to the congregation today, Minister Jap. Thank you again. I just want to make 2 points. One about social engineering, how it's relevant to population control, which we're discussing right now through today's episode, and also fatherhood and what men need to do to have fatherhood recognized just as much as single motherhood and motherhood in general. What's going on, what we're talking about, these various talking points in today's episode, and what we talk about here in the manosphere is relevant to social engineering, which the definition is the use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of society, which I firmly believe these dysfunctional ideologies are being purposely pushed towards women. They're also encouraged by some ignorant men who are very easily manipulative, is part of population control. That's a quick point right there. The other point, fatherhood. We can't always blame women for undervaluing fatherhood. It's also men. Men, you got to recognize fatherhood. We're so quick to encourage motherhood, especially the reckless ideology of encouraging single motherhood when we know all the statistics and data that prove single motherhood is the worst way a child to be raised. So to go along with always furthering that narrative that there's all these deadbeat dads out there, when that's not the case. I personally, CJ knows this about me, what I've had to do to battle to be part of my kids' lives, to raise my kids. We gotta acknowledge fatherhood ourselves. We want all society to fall in line and recognize the importance of fatherhood and maintaining traditional family, and also recognize the struggles good men who are single fathers are going through daily. Like,
you gotta wrap KT up. KT will go. You gotta wrap KT up. KT will go forever. Hey, I gotta get off at 12.
I'm wrapping up. Hear me out. My last point is this: watch The Incredible Hulk. The closing credits of The Incredible Hulk. That's what single fathers see every time when they have to send their kids away from them. They feel that pain, that emotional content well up within them. Every time you see that closing scene from The Incredible Hulk and David Banner's going from town to town and they play that Lonely Man theme music. That's some of the pain that doesn't get discussed enough, that single fathers endure daily and needs to get acknowledged throughout society to uplift and encourage fatherhood.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, big dog. All right. CDA, man, I appreciate you coming on. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people where they can find you. You know what I'm saying? All your social media platforms.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. Look, you can always find me at Coach Greg Adams, anything. First thing that pops up is probably this YouTube channel and all that stuff. I do face a backlash for this message from men and women alike because I'm trying to reveal some truth about what's going on here. I think men really need to find their place in the modern society. It's not going back. I'm going to just leave you with these parting words, gentlemen. It is not going back to where you think it was metaphorically or what it was. We've opened Pandora's box. We have the modern woman. She's celebrated. She's empowered. You guys are complaining about stuff that you're never going to change. You need to find a new way to participate. You can try to run game on them. I don't subscribe to that, but you could try that. Or you could try to figure out how to make it a business or transactional deal and just leave it at that. You guys got to read, like your man, Mr. Palmer says, change the laws in your mind. You have to change the laws in your mind because the laws of society are never changing. They're bought and paid for and sold. And not only that, they have already bought and bartered and traded and sold their peace leaves for monetary gain or social status gain. This is what the game is about. All right. If you want to get women, you got to deal with them in a transactional way, or better yet, protect your seed and protect your meat, your money, energy, attention, and time. That is going to be the way you're going to guide yourself into the future relationships here. Social engineering's already took place. They've invested billions of dollars in it to get to this point. It is what it is. You can cry in your soup, or you can go out there and get pimped. Whatever you want to do, go do it.
There you go. Hey, Coach Greg Adams, ladies and gentlemen, man, it's been an honor and a pleasure, man. I will be in touch, bro. I appreciate you coming to the platform and blessing us with the Coach Gang.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Man, go do your thing, man. I know you got a lot going on, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, brother, for having me. It was good to have you. Good to see you out in Vegas last summer.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna meet up again, man. We're gonna definitely meet up somewhere.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Appreciate you coming through, bro.
All right, man. All right, peace. I'm out.
All right. You guys, I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna still take calls. We still live in the church. We're gonna take a commercial break real quick, and then we're gonna take some more calls. All right. We back. We had Coach Greg Adams in the building, dropping wisdom. I had to get in church with y'all. One of y'all been asking me for these collabs. Y'all been asking for these collabs for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to finish the year off strong for y'all, making sure we give y'all the best hard-hitting content, period, on YouTube. We're going to keep this shit fun and provocative. Let's get these calls popping. 708, who we got on the line?
Yo, my main man, Minister motherfucking Jap. Talk to me, you pervert!
You fucking perv!
You fucking pervert! Man, I need all the brothers right now under the sound of my voice to get a stock up in Listerine strips. We need those toothpick floss strips. We need to get our teeth together. I had to tell my brother, man, 20-year brother in the trade, put me on to a lot of games. He in his 50s now. He almost ready to retire. He knocking on the door. And I tell my brother, I said, man, I'm younger than you. I'm 44. I shouldn't have to tell you an older brother, you know what I mean, to make sure your hygiene and your teeth is on point when we going down to some of these little conventions and, wherever the ladies is supposed to be at. The first thing the women look at is your hair. Second thing, when you open your mouth, they look at your teeth and your breath. And the third and last and final is your shoes you got on, fellas. Always make sure you got your game and your appearance and everything right when you stepping out here in these streets, because you never know who is watching.
How you feel about these modern women marrying these modern women?
These modern women don't deserve to get married unless, fellas, they are asking you, they are proposing to you, and you feel like your life would be easier with this bitch in it. You don't get on your knees no more, black man. No women, black man, to have these women take everything that you got. You're losing as it is. The hoes are winning. So why would you get on one knee and propose to a hoe, knowing that this bitch got action in her inbox on Facebook, her DM on Instagram, and in her pussy on the bird on Twitter? It's action in every social media website outlet known to man if your bitch got a title and a page on it. So why would you, black man or white man or Mexican man, marry a woman that only wants the wedding? She doesn't want the marriage to your ass. I'm getting up out there. I'm on the tail end of Chicago Heights. Just pulled up. I'm finna build a bar. It's probably gonna be one of my last jobs of the year, right? So I come out, I do my assessments, I run to the store to get the material. On the way to the store, who do I see? A good brother of mine. He got his own barbershop, been having his own shit for years. I never heard of any simptastic shit coming out of barbers. Barbers are usually some of the most brothers that issue out counseling. They're normally able to advise you in some areas. Well, this brother, he just caught the little female he was engaged to marry. She used a nigga to get her roof done on her house in Riverdale. Let me say Riverdale. Got him out of $10,000 to get a fucking roof done on her crib that her husband left her through a marriage. So I said, bro, that's number one. This brother is out here in the streets at Home Depot with tears in his fucking eyes. This shit is unreal. How much men hurt, how much men have to rebuild after they get hooked up with one of you German shepherds, ratchet, skank, in it for the motherfucking coupons to win it ass bitches. If you men don't understand and don't look at some of your uncles, grandfathers, and most of y'all got fathers that have dealt with your raggedy ass mother, and now you see your mother wasn't shit, just like the rest of these bitches you dealing with ain't shit, you understand now why your father told you he was going to get some milk and he never came back. You understand as you get older that a man dies first. We always leave this earth first, fellas. The women are going to sit back and get the rewards that you worked to pay off their house. She going to move another nigga in. You know what I mean? So never under the sound of my voice, never think that a modern woman that's probably 35 and under or 40 and under, let's just give them 40, these bitches don't want to be married. They will do everything in their power to demasculate and emasculate your ass in front of their family, their friends, their co-workers. So you don't have a partner in marriage anymore. You have competition in marriage. And I think you said that a lot of times too before.
Yeah, you're marrying your competitor, man. You're marrying your competitor.
You marry your competitor, bro.
You marry your competitor. Anytime your woman is wider than you, if she's taller than you, you really got a problem. But if your woman is wider than you, she's taking up more space in the queen size bed. You need to move fuck around anyway. You know, you fucking one of your homies. You know, you fucking a football player. You fucking one of your
fucking the bro.
Like Jap is so pointless. I'm looking at a woman right now get out of a UPS truck, big burly back bitch. She looked like the UPS truck she's driving, delivering packages. Damn, we have no option. We still need our apology. And I also think, Jap, what we really need is we need like a building or some kind of foundation we need to put together for divorced men only. These brothers are out here with a broken, amputated spirit, Jap. There's no prosthetic limb for an amputated spirit. You can get a fucking amputated leg cut off. You can get a fake leg. You can even get a fake fucking eyeball, Jap. Bushwick Bill walked around with it for years, but you cannot get a fucking prosthetic for an amputated spirit. And that's when a woman marries your ass, divorces you, and takes you for every fucking thing, and now you stuck living in Ford Heights in a one-bedroom studio, eating and shopping out the fucking Dollar Tree to survive.
Damn.
It's not gonna happen, brother. It's not gonna happen to me, and I hope it don't happen to none of you brothers under the sound of my voice, Jack.
Appreciate you, bro.
Because these perverts, they don't understand. These modern women only want the wedding. They don't want the marriage, brother.
There you go. Appreciate you, bro. Niggas is not playing with hoes today. 615, who we got?
What's good? What's good? What's Minister Jap's Reform Savage J Wood? What's happening, brother?
You better get that shit out of your system by the 31st.
Man, you know what? Why you do that to me, man? So I got one come over tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it, bro. I'm gonna stop it. You right though. So anyway, nigga, we made it. Hoes not winning, and I can't stick my dick in a degree. I'm gonna start with that. Now, I disagree with the coach to some, and I respect the coach. You know, the coach is a wise man, but I disagree to a certain extent, and here's why. There is a small amount of hope. It's not much, but statistically there's a small amount, and hope is not a strategy, so don't get me wrong. Now, but I want to say this, though. Name the famous couples that have had or are having an open marriage and an open relationship.
Name the famous couples? Well, you got Will Smith, you got Aisha Curry.
You got Steph and Aisha, T.I. and Tiny.
Yeah, T.I. and Tiny.
Jada. But here's the thing, though. Do you notice one thing? It's all
Monique
black
and her
couples.
nigga.
It's all black couples.
Mm.
All right, now name the white couple that got an open marriage that you know about that's famous. That's right. Name the Latino couple, or the Asian couple, or the Mexican. You don't know them. See,
Black folks are messy. They're messy.
This is the thing. It's the black women, because once the man says, "Bitch, what the fuck you think you doing?" and get out of pocket, they lock his ass up. See, if he turned, Ike there had that problem. He did have it, but when he had it, he started correcting, quote, Tina's actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the black women that's got the problem. Jada Pinkett Smith, Tiny, Aisha. You think this shit is just luck? It's all black couples. You never heard an Asian couple having this problem. You never heard no Asian dude and Asian chick saying, "We got open marriage," and they famous. You ain't seen that shit. It's the black women, because you couldn't do that shit unless the women wanted it to be done, right? Because let's say this nigga cheated and she didn't want him to cheat, she would take half his shit. So we know it's the women. All right,
for sure.
Now here's the thing, though. The last thing I'm gonna say is this, fellas in the chat. Fellas in the chat, y'all already know how women are. Can you understand now why niggas just say fuck it and walk the fuck away from the marriage, from the kids? Can you understand now, after hearing all this shit, like man, I can't do this shit? There's a lot of dudes who didn't have no dad. I had a dad growing up. I was fortunate. But there's a lot of dudes who had dads, and dad just said fuck it and walked away. a lot of times y'all niggas run into shit and y'all just say fuck it and walk away. It's because the bitch did something really crazy, all right? And dad just said fuck it. Now, that one dude went crazy and killed all people and everything and extra people out, he didn't walk away, okay? Some niggas stay and go crazy. But a lot of dudes just say fuck it, and that's why a lot of y'all ain't got no dads, because y'all got Jada Pinkett Smith as a mom.
Damn.
Money and no. That's the thing. A lot of y'all got the mom that was fucking up your daddy homeboy. A lot of y'all got mom fucking the man. Dad came home for that shit. He came home for that shit and said fuck it. Okay.
Lucky he didn't snap and take people out.
That's my whole point. That's it.
We got you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Gotta give a special shout out to the side chick king checking in with us. The brother just sent us $100 cash app. He say, for the side chick king, the GOAT, we'll be back soon. We'll be back soon. I assume the brother's at work. He's probably listening in, man. Salute to you, man. Come back, watch the episode from the beginning. Coach Greg was cooking with straight Lowry season salt. You know what I'm saying? Hitting them holes with that wrath. See, we got to hit holes with wrath.
Your pussy. Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamier pussy, and tight pussy perish with you.
Two, 1, 3. Who we got? 213. All right, you out of there. 718. Who we got?
Minister Jap,
What
what's
up?
going on, man?
What up, fam?
The Honorable Minister Jap, talk to me, you fucking pervert! Right,
you fucking pervert!
You on these ratchet ass German shepherds, these marriages and shit. Like you say, Minister Jap, I got moms in my family, aunties, fat bitches with wigs, smelling like corn cheese and feet and ass, and their attitude is terrible. So I know if niggas is marrying these bitches, it is something wrong with black men of today, Jack.
Yeah.
Something seriously wrong with these niggas out here. You damn sure not lying. And I wanted to talk about what you was talking about how a lot of these women are not loyal. It happened to me. I fucked a lot of bitches with husbands, right? And it's like these niggas don't know about it, but these niggas really think this Disney fairy tale, Jack, that these bitches are faithful.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really believe that shit. Like, boy, these niggas don't know these bitches got 4, 5, 6 side niggas. They fucking your best friend. And yo, boy, if these niggas knew what these hoes be doing, man, nigga, nobody would want to get married, bro. Fuck wrong with niggas.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like I said, I've seen
Damn,
it.
Jap,
Especially you're gonna see it.
Jap, I just want to say I appreciate everything that you're doing. Keep on speaking for the brothers, man.
Appreciate it, bro. You see a lot of that, I'm telling you, at the workplace. Working with women, you're gonna see how savage and foul them bitches are. 909, who we got?
Hey, Mr. Jap, how you doing today, man?
What up, fam?
Cali Sarge, man.
What's good, bro?
Man, man, I'm just trying to hit you up on the day off, man. So there was a couple of topics that Coach Greg Adams came up with, but the one that I'm trying to get with, I have a buddy. His kind of wife died, man. He's about 53, man. His wife died. You know, she died from MVA. You know, a kind of traffic accident. So he's trying to get back into a dating pool, and I've been trying to warn him. I was like, hey, man, me and you came up in a key sweat, suited and booted, days, man. It's like different. You know, like even his daughter tried to tell him, so Dad, you know, you got to be careful these days. It's like different. He's like, no, man, I'm not gonna listen to my daughter. So kind of me and him went kind of sports fishing down the bar, and I'm like, man, look, man, you know, it's like if these bras, Instagram, Facebook, you know, he's, you know, like kind of he was telling about this broad. She's got WhatsApp, she's got Snapchat, and she asked him to put the the like kind of money app on his phone. I'm like, dude, you got to run from her ass. I'm like, first of all, the bitch is from Chicago.
No! Abort mission! Abort mission! You get that brother, you tell that brother to call me, man. Abort mission! No! Do not do it!
First of all, she's from Chicago. Second of all, she was in R. Kelly's
No! Not Robert! No! No! You stop that shit. You, dog, go get in the middle of that relationship and fuck it up. Fuck it up. Get in arguments with her, piss her off, do whatever you have to do to fuck up their harmony, whatever she's trying to finesse. She's from Chicago, man. No.
And it's like back in the day, man, she made the R. Kelly Honey Love video. She used to date, she used to fuck around Keith Sweat, you know, and she's got all these apps on her phone. I'm like, dude, it's a different thing now, man. These ain't the girls that we dated back in our day. They got the internet.
She's coming for his retirement, bro. She's coming for that pension, bro.
Yeah.
She's pension hunting.
And the dude got a nice house. Wife died. She was like a state employee for 30 years. He said,
God.
And, I'm just
She's working her magic on that dude right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Please tell him to call me, man. Chicago bitches.
I've got him listening to you. I've got him listening to this whole manosphere stuff. And he's like kind of fucked up in the head a little bit, man, because he was married all this time. And the dude came to me, he like texted me the other day. He's like, man, I feel like I've like woken up being like, from a coma from 30 years. I'm like, nah, man, you wasn't in a coma. You was married like in the whole thing. But I'm like, man, it's a whole fucking game. Go and listen to your daughter. And you can't trust them these days, man.
Dude, that Chicago bitch is coming for his pension. There is a reason why she's out of Chicago. She done exhausted all the shit she done did in this city, man. She's moving on. Dude, stop letting Chicago bitches reinvent themselves in y'all cities, man.
But you know what? I'm going to give it to you. Then I'm going to get off, man. I ain't going to lie. For like 54, she's bad as fuck, though. I ain't going to, but. I
know the type, man. Chicago bitches are some hustlers, man. She's one of them bitches. She's one of those bitches that we have the Lisa Rays and shit like that, but them bitches got gang ties. They got motives, man, and they go pension hunting. They try to find you good job, comfortable niggas, man. Do not let that bitch get you, man.
I'm trying, sir. I'm trying. All right, man.
Save that brother, man. Appreciate you, man. Oh my God. Not fuck with no Chicago bitch. What are you doing? What the fuck? 347, who we got?
Good, Jap.
What up, man?
Checking in from Brooklyn.
What's good, bro?
What's good, man? Listen, I got to send a shout out to CGA. Let all the fellas know that free agent lifestyle is mandatory reading.
I'm gonna go ahead and order me a copy, man. I appreciate bro coming to the platform today. Bro, have the goddamn coach gang through here.
Yeah, man. I'm an avid listener of both of y'all.
Appreciate it.
But what I will say is the only purpose of marriage in this modern era is divorce.
God damn. Break it down, man.
Listen, man, I can tell you, listen, I've been in a nasty custody battle. You know, I've never been married, but I feel like I got divorced. Only thing is, They didn't allow her to take any of my assets. It's just child support, so I got off cheap.
Okay.
So listen, guys got to understand. I mean, listen, the problem is the mother raised male, the son husband, Boyce Watkins energy, whatever you want to call it. CGA refers to it as the hope strategy. I get it. These dudes want to get married. Women aren't the only delusional members of this society. A lot of these men want this Disney fantasy, you know, the wife, the 2 kids, the white picket fence. All of that shit was a marketing strategy. It's not real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree.
That's why this red pill content is so important, because listen, it's either in nature, if you don't adapt, you die off. So we gotta move the ball forward.
That's facts, bro. Well, I appreciate your feedback, bro. Blessings to you. 469, who we got on the line?
Jap Kane, what's up? It's Wavo in the building.
What up, bro?
My brother, shout out to Coach Greg Adams. This was a classic episode, a lot of good knowledge. And what was brought to me, where this is like an agenda that was implemented, when Coach Greg said only 17% of people who had babies together are together. That means the other, what's that? 83% is divorced and not together. That was by design, because we can go back, 60, 70 years where it was probably the other way around. It was majority whole homes and wasn't broke up homes, because again, this feeds to the agenda with the females by themselves. They're going to spend more money. That's why they're giving females all this so-called empowerment so they can get them to spend. But I'm going to drop a little testimony. I'm going to get on out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Jap, you brought me to the red pill. When I was in my marriage, I'm listening to you, and then I was still married, and she was walking by. We was in the same house, and she was like, "Oh, he sounds like a misogynist." I was like, a misogynist is a man that hates women. He's just holding women accountable, and he's also holding men accountable. So you woke me up. You turned me on to Donovan and the whole manosphere, Coach Greg Adams, just everybody. And also, you need to get on with Fresh and Fit. We waiting on that collab right there.
When I go down to Miami, man, we're gonna get it done, man. And I spoke to Myron. Yeah. I spoke to Myron too. So y'all trust me, man. Trust me, man. I know people. Bro.
Yeah, y'all got to get that together. But this, I'm gonna say this, get out. Mm-hmm. Every single, I'm talking about damn near every episode, you, Donovan, Coach Greg, speak on. My ex-wife was the quintessential example of every fucking thing. I'm talking about hands down. Now, I'm not gonna blame everything on her, because I gotta put the mirror in my face and hold myself accountable on the things that I allowed, like the shit Steph Curry doing now, like the shit Will Smith did. And the thing is, a man can be alpha but still be blue pill, like Will Smith, like Steph Curry, like how I was. I was always the alpha, had the height, the look.
I think what you mean is they're alpha in society, they're alpha with other men, they're alpha with other dealings in their lives, but they beta as fuck with a woman.
Right.
Beta for Jada. Hashtag beta for Jada.
Here's the thing. Feminism not only programs females, it also programs men to allow females bullshit to get far as it's gotten. Because the only reason feminism gotten as far as it's gotten is because we've allowed the shit. Now we putting up, we combo in that shit, knocking that shit back down. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, you have to basically, like one gentleman said, single mothers will program, sons to be, beta versions of themselves. But also it's just, like Coach said, you can't put the toothpaste back in the jar. and it's not going back. So the only thing you can do as a man is separate yourself from so-called average, because women today don't respect the average Joe. You gotta have your body on point, your money on point, and then that's gonna bring your game on point, because you'll be able to have leverage to basically not compromise. Like chick I'm dealing with right now, I told her when I met her, I'm not dealing with no African American woman. She's from Africa, but she's in America, and her parents are still married. She comes from good stock, but she still got some feminism I gotta get up out of her. And if she can't get it up out of her, then we're gonna have to go our separate ways.
It's a feet ashy.
Nah, I mean, real talk, she's actually a published model. But the thing is, you can't compromise. You can't say, okay, well, I'll allow this and I'll go with this. Like one example, we was talking about, I was like, I'm not getting married on paper. We can do the religious ceremony and whatnot, but I'm not getting married on paper. But she's wanting to keep her last name. And I'm like, you can keep your last name, but you won't be dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell them what you can and what they can and cannot do. Just say, that's cool. You just won't be dealing with me with that over there. But the only way I can say that is because of the leverage that I've been able to acquire. So men, I'm just get leverage. You make your own rules. Like Kevin, like the Godfather say, he who has the gold makes the rules.
There you go.
Jap, I'm gonna let you go.
917, who we got?
Hey, what up, Jap? It's AD from New York. What up?
What up?
Yeah. So, Minister Jap, CGA, that's like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Thank you for the collab. I just hit the PayPal and support the church. Go support the church.
Appreciate that, bro.
I called them before to elaborate. Yeah, I called them before to elaborate on how the 304s are winning because they're playing a different game. And I think it definitely applies here still to the married women, because even the ones that do get married, they're not playing the same game as the dude they're married to, and they're hemming them up. They're doing them all dirty because they're playing a different game and they don't realize. So I got a perfect funny story for you. I know this group of straggle daggles through my boy. There's a group of AKA sorority straggles. I got my PhD, my master's, the lawyers. One of them is talking about freezing her eggs so she could start an empire.
Articulate whores.
Delusional.
Articulate
They're
whores.
completely delusional. They're Kevin Samuel special to the T. And I told them one time, twice, I was around like 10 of them. And I was like, as a man, could any of you give me one reason why a man would marry any of you outside of anything having to do with kids? And they couldn't. They're like, oh, well, what if we have kids together? I said no kids. Well, what about love? I was like, that's not real. Give me a reason. One of them was like, oh, well, if you don't want to marry me, I'm going to leave you. I was like, that's not a reason. Then the lawyer chimed in and she was like, oh, most women get married for social reasons. I was like, who are you? No man is going to marry you for social reasons. And you're still not telling me why I would marry you. That's why you would marry me. So the funny story is the last time I was around them, I had to get away from them because I saw how treacherous they are. Because they have another side straggle who's married with a kid. And I was at the function of the main straggle. And I'm sitting down minding my own business. And somebody asked her, she's like, hey, where's Susie? Where's Susie Straggle? And she was like, oh, Susie's at the baby shower of the dude she's smashing. I was like, what? And my boy heard it. He's like, yo, did you hear that? I was like, yeah, I heard that. I'm like, how are you out? You talking about how she's out smashing some random dude. She's married with a kid, smashing a dude, and then going to the baby shower of another woman. On top of that, disrespectful enough that she's telling all of these other straggles. On top of that, they're all disrespectful and just telling everybody. Like, I didn't want to know any of this information. I'm sitting in the corner minding my own business, and now I just know that Susie Straggle is out getting with this other dude and going to his baby shower. Now, knowing me, what if I get a little tipsy or I get sleepy? They walk in together, and I'm like, yo, how was the baby shower? And then everything is up in flames because I'm not the one to be keeping secrets that I don't even know I'm keeping, and I didn't even want to know about this. So that tells you how disrespectful they are and what position that she has him, because she knows at the end of the day, she can still get what she wants out of it. He's not going to do anything, and even if she does, she's going to take him through the ringer, and she's still going to win.
Even cheating women still win in divorce court. Damn, like, you know what I'm saying? A cheating woman.
Make sure that even if you want to get married, if you choose to do that, make sure you're playing the same game. And even then, make sure that you still winning at the game that you choose to play. That's all I got on that. Shout out to the church.
317, who we got?
What's up, Jack?
What up, man?
What's up, man? It was a great collaboration. I just wanted to say that I've been watching a lot of videos of people catching their girl cheating and stuff, and then they try to go against the guy when they need to put the girl in check.
Mm-hmm.
That's a no-no, first of all. And second of all, if you guys are on child support, y'all got sons or daughters, and y'all know how y'all baby mama is, y'all need to explain that to y'all kids so they won't go through the same thing when they grow up, you know? Because everybody ain't finding out until they walk on their girl or they find out the red pill. Just train your kids to be red pill from the beginning. Like, hey, yeah, your mama's a hoe. Yeah, I fucked a hoe. I fucked up. Yeah, it is what it is. I pay child support. They're in, you know? And then you're going to wipe the slate clean so your kid won't be affected later on and start doing these little dumb things and getting hurt and messing up their money and getting married and stuff. So that's for the guys that's on child support or in a bad, you know, got to deal with baby mamas and stuff. That's all I want to say. Yeah,
appreciate you, bro.
Day.
205, who we got?
Minister Jap, church check in.
Talk to me.
Dude, I'm hearing all this stuff, and Coach, I agree with him. And just like Risky guys, honestly, I don't even look forward to marriage. I tell guys, just throw that shit out the window. Don't talk about marrying one, collaborating one. There's nothing in it for a man to gain. You lose everything. I look at all the married dudes that's around me, and one of them the other day, he told me something about keeping the wife happy, you know, to keep the peace because his wife was in the house and I ain't want to hear me.
But that's a motherfucker scared of his wife or scared to lose her or scared to leave her.
A lot of these, that's the thing with these dudes now. Some of these guys I know have been married 2 and 3 times. I'm like, can you not just be by yourself? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. These are weak men.
Get nothing
and these women seek weak men. They seek and find weak men.
That's the thing. These women, they want a dude that they can walk over. They don't want to be with no man that they actually know is a true masculine motherfucker. When he says, check this out, you on my program, you going to follow my lead.
Yeah.
You can't handle that. Get the fuck on.
Yeah. I definitely agree. Any last words, bro?
I'm like that. I tell chicks. Yeah, I'm like that. I tell chicks, you with me, you on my program now. You going to follow my lead. If you can't do it, see you.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
That's all I got.
Appreciate your call, bro. 773, who we got?
Yo, can you hear me?
What up? What up?
Great. So I'm gonna jump right into it, man. It's been really challenging to find a wife in this modern society, and as a result, my brother has been having to branch out into different cultures, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm right with you.
Yeah. So help me understand, and I got a story for the church, right? I recently moved to a white neighborhood, and I'm like the only black guy in my building. And I got a good relationship with my sister, so I share with her, you know, like how the relationship's going and stuff like that. And when I lived in a black neighborhood, I used to tell my sister about how I dated a black girl, and she's like our first date, she called me a nigga. You know, she's like, what nigga? Huh, nigga? This nigga? And telling my sister about it, I'm like, you know, I'm tired of being disrespected. Like, these people don't even know me. And it cursing, you know, saying motherfucker, just real like vile mouths. And it's just like, why is this happening? So I started, you know, dating girls in my neighborhood, which is again a predominantly white neighborhood. And as a result, I started like, you know, just sharing like, oh, I'm hanging out with this girl, and I share a picture with my sister and family members and stuff like that. And then one day I was talking about like, oh, I met this girl, she was pretty, I think she's fine and stuff like that. And she so happened to be white. And I don't know, my sister just blew up on me, and she was just like, you know, you're self-loathing, you're obsessed with white women, you're stereotyping black women. It seems that you hate yourself now, you hate your culture, you hate your people. and I'm being tremendously shamed for simply trying to
fuck them. Fuck your sister. Because at the end of the goddamn day, think about it. I went through the same shit. These people don't even refer. Black women are the real racist. Notice how she didn't even refer to her as a human being or her name. Just the white woman. That, like, if a white person said or did that to a black person, they say it was racist. Didn't even ask what was the person's name. Just, oh, that's that white bitch. And we get that from our women. And they always talk about, oh, we systematically oppress y'all the motherfuckers. Then when y'all act like y'all hate white folks, but y'all go kiss white folks' ass every time you go to work. Beg white people for jobs. Go to school to work your way up in white society. Fuck out of here with that shit. Fuck her.
So how should brothers, like move in this situation where,
dude, you gotta understand, bro. This shit about black women does not just apply to the women you dating. This shit apply to your mama, your auntie, your sisters, your cousins. Some people gonna have to get cut out your life if they don't, you know what I'm saying, if they can't accept this shit, bro. There's black women in my family I don't fucking talk to. Fuck it. What benefit do you get out of it?
I'll give you the devil's advocate answer, right? But that's family, though. How we gonna abandon our
bro? See, and this is the problem with people. This is problem with family, bro. We gotta start learning when to cut family the fuck off. If you got an uncle in your family that's raping kids, don't hit me with that. That's just family shit. Cut his dumb ass off. Cut the crackhead off out your family. That's the problem with black folks. We keep letting these motherfuckers back into the family. If a motherfucker steal from you, fuck your money up. We got cousins and shit like that that's fucking up your grandmama credit, stealing credit cards and shit like that. Then y'all still let them come get a plate at Thanksgiving when they supposed to be kicked out. That one girl who got kicked out of her family for doing porn, who was doing ghetto gaggers, that family did right. When they kicked that girl out for doing ghetto gaggers out of the family did the right thing. Cut your fucking family the fuck off and live your life. Fuck them. Fuck them. They got to get cut off. Family or no family. Make a new one. I got friends I'm closer to than blood relatives. Fuck them. 412, who we got? 412. Booting your ass. 601.
Minister Jap, what's going on, brother?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing, brother. Let me tell you my story right quick, man, because I'm heavily criticized about this also, man, because, all right, I'm paying my child support and all that, above. I got baby mamas or whatever, but they on some dumbass shit.
Mm-hmm.
Constant dumbass shit. So I don't even hardly see my kids. Honestly, I don't even see my kids. I'm not even going to court about it neither. I'm not getting no lawyer. I'm not getting none of that shit. Why should I go? Why do I need to go to court and all this shit to be a father? Do she got to go to court to be a mother? Do she got to do all that shit? That's what I don't understand.
But see, this is but you in the situation and you gotta fight for your kids, bro. For the sake of your kids. For the sake of your kids. I mean, okay, so I mean, it just depends on the type of person. Do you care about your kids?
Man, that's them, bro.
Do you care about your kids?
Real talk. I'm paying my loans. I'm paying my damn child support and doing all I can, man.
How are the kids? How are the kids being raised though? There's a lot of niggas paying child support to an abusive mom. How are the kids being raised?
Shit, hell, they being raised. That's all I know.
All right, bro. I can't support that one. I can't support that one. If your kid could be getting fucked in the ass and you don't know what's going on, you just get cut the check. Fuck that. I need to know what's going on. I need to know where my money going. Bitch ain't gonna turn me into a quitter. I ain't finna quit cause a bitch. Nah, fuck, man. Y'all niggas crazy. Man, hold on, man. We coming with the wrath. We coming with the wrath.
Your pussy. Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamy pussy, and tight pussy perish with you.
678, man. Who we got?
Let's get it, Jack. It's a German Shepherd killer, my stuff killer from Plainfield, New Jersey. How you doing? Listen, man, I got you, Jack. I got you.
Go ahead, bro.
Listen, man, shout out to you, Jack. Hey, man, listen, Corey Holcomb said it best. He said, man, women will actually cheat on you for somebody they actually like. Feel me? That's why there's no point in these times, in this era, to even get married as a black man. Just stay focused, stay single, and just, it's best to I'd rather stay in peace, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather stay in peace than come home to a angry ass, competitive, transsexualized woman. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it at all, man. It's just, I feel like us brothers just need, isolate themselves, and, look in the mirror and find out how they can better themselves, man. Right now I'm 30 years old. I currently live in a room in housing, and, prior to that I was homeless, and I'm saving up right now to move from this to a studio 1-bedroom apartment. Looking back, I'm grateful to be where I'm at right now, just because, like that other caller you just had,
yeah.
He seemed like he lives around females. He seemed like he lives around females and all that. That's why he was just a little adamant about, about going against his family and all that stuff, man. But listen, man, like you said, bro, like if the sisters ain't down for you, if his sisters ain't down for you, fuck them. You feel me? Like, and that's the thing, man. Like, can't really trust living around females, because they manipulate you, they brainwash you, they hypnotize you, man, into being a simp or being a little, sensitive, feminine dude, and that's what's going on all throughout America, So yeah, man, I feel like brothers need to stay single, stay, read books, on economics, better themselves, for real. Cause like I said, man, like Corey Holcomb said, women will actually cheat on you for somebody they actually like. Feel me? That's why I feel like half of the single moms out here is, rather be single moms so they can just go after guys they actually like.
Yeah, I mean, but most your average single mom is a whore. You know what I'm saying? She had that baby being a whore. It wasn't planned. It was an accident. You know what I'm saying? All these babies are pretty much the residue of failed relationships. She don't value her body and she don't value them kids because she didn't set up a construct for them kids to have the best life possible. That's why I asked the last nigga who called me, how is the quality of your kids' life? They just being raised. No, nigga. You need to check and see what the fuck going on if you give a fuck about your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, these women don't provide the best lives for these kids. That woman could be taking his damn child support money and going to get a BBL while his kid's starving. He wouldn't know.
Yeah. Now, I agree with you, man. And I want to say, man, there's somebody in the chat named Ali Antoine, man. I want to say middle finger to him, bro. Talking shit. Come on, I don't got no life, man. He probably still living with his mom, bro. At least I'm living on my own, man, getting to it, bro.
Hey, man, I'm curious. I want to see you get out your situation. I'm rooting for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love when you call in, man. Hit me with the updates. You know what I'm saying? I might have to bring you on once you get on your feet the right way. You know what I'm saying? Make a success story out of this shit, nigga. Fuck niggas. Fuck the haters, man. Blessings to you, bro.
Thank you, man. Likewise.
I want to see the brother. Get up out of this situation from the mud. That's getting it from the mud. That's getting it from the mud. You know what I'm saying? He don't got a welfare line he can stand in and get a bunch of free shit. That's getting it from the mud. I'm rooting for that brother, man. Listen, y'all, it's been real, man. Definitely been a fire show, man. I want to thank everybody, the callers. I want to thank everybody who sent in their donations. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting everybody's texting me that they loving this show today. The show was fire. Salute to Coach Greg Adams for coming through and blessing the church. Shout out to the church, to the coach gang. You know what I'm saying? The peace sleeve slayers. You did. But man, like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram right now. If you got an Instagram, go to Instagram right now and send me a request. Follow right now. Minister Jap. It's the good looking nigga in the photo. You dig? But man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with Brother Rance, and we out. I got some fire for y'all tomorrow too.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. Yeah, man.
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church, check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest, broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church, check in, man. Church, check in.